I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
It is a joining of the most formidable movement, political movement in Jamaica. This is the movement of the people of Jamaica.
To put our country first. Country first before party. Country first before political ambition.
Hey, move out my way. Oh, yes, so nice!
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another exciting episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. You don't want to miss this one, so anybody who wanna reach it, run go tag them because there's a lot going on here tonight, and I am going to invite you to tune in and share your opinion here with us on this topic of Jamaica politics and the LGBT community. Why are we talking about this? Because the People's National Party wants us to talk about it. Let's big up our friends, our supporters, our fellow YouTube bloggers and vloggers. Thank you for joining. Big up on yourself. Everybody, please come with an open mind for the discussion. I want to hear what you guys think. This discussion is it's very vast in that let me not get into it just yet. But yes, we're early tonight. Yes, had to come early tonight. The moderator is back. Him disappeared last night, but he's back. Welcome back, moderator. We don't know where you did there who take you away, but welcome back. So guys, let us stick to the topic here. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about tonight. And we're going to talk about why the comrades are angry, because as I told you today in the upload, if you haven't seen it, please check it out. In the upload today, I told you that there is a very serious rift going on inside the PNP ever since the party's hierarchy came out and endorsed this TikToker who they are referring to as their blogger or one of their blogger carrying the message. I'm going to make on hear everything. I don't know we make on hear everything over here. So what do we have here now? So we have the People's National Party and we have the Jamaica Labour Party. We have a Jamaica. Oh gosh. I need to send this link to the moderator and the others, because I'm going to have some people join the platform as well, guys. Some people who want to make a contribution tonight and share their input on this discussion. Very important. So we have a country in Jamaica where the last survey that was done, according to local media, 88% of the people believe that where we stand, where, people's orientation is concerned, it should be what we're taught in church. We're a big Christian society, them say. We have the Rastafarians who are heavily influential in the society and its history. And so the last survey that was done, that's what was said. And I was sure to look that up before I came on here. Let me just read it to be exact. We'll start from scratch, guys. We don't want to leave out nothing because when it come down to it, we don't want nobody to feel like. And let me just make this very clear over here. Over on this platform, we don't believe in discrimination. We don't care about your orientation. I don't come here talking about my orientation to anybody. And I really don't expect anybody to come here and talk about theirs. Whatever your orientation is, you are welcome to participate. You're welcome to call in. We're not here about anybody's orientation. So this platform stands for decency and respect for other people. We see everybody over here as people. Whether you're JLP, PNP, it doesn't matter your orientation to us over here. That's how I live my life. That's how I operate in my career, in my community. People's orientation has never been an issue for me. And like I said, I don't want anybody in my bedroom either. That's the way I live my life. No. In Jamaica, everybody know our history. Most of the population in Jamaica is affiliated with Christianity and the Rastafari movement, which have both encouraged negative feelings toward the LGBT people. Discrimination and violence against these people used to be more common than today. That, of course, has changed, and I'm glad that it did. However, in our society, we still have discrimination and harassment. But we haven't really heard much of it happening lately. We've also had mass exodus one at a time, where countries were welcoming and offering asylum to the people in our country who are from the LGBT community. And some people even got put the label upon themselves, forget the asylum. But we're not even going to go into that tonight, because I know Jamaica people are some very creative people them. Anyway, so all of that being said and done, legally speaking in Jamaica, the Offenses Against the Persons Act in 1864, this law criminalized romantic interactions between males. And the law was repealed by the British. We know we influenced by the British where laws and where our parliamentary proceedings and so forth are concerned. So the law was repealed in Britain in 1967. But Jamaica did not amend it. And it remains in place today. The punishment for it is 10 years in prison. And like I told you guys at the opening of this live broadcast, the poll showed that most Jamaicans oppose legalizing homosexuality. In 2016, that poll I told you about, again, says that 88% of those polled disapproved of homosexuality. So, guys, the truth of the matter is, the lawmakers in Jamaica, any lawmaker in Jamaica that would come out and start singling out the LGBT community in a way that they approve of them, they approve of, certain behaviors. Let me take that back. I didn't mean to say approve of them. Any lawmaker in Jamaica who would step out in the public and give the impression that they approve of certain behaviors by members of the LGBT community they are going to come under heavy scrutiny. They are going to come under heavy scrutiny because of the position and stance of Jamaica as a whole. That's just the reality of it. Remember, it is still on the law books. So politicians ought to be careful in how they approach this. They have to be careful that they don't seem like they're discriminating against the LGBT community. And they also have to be careful that they don't give the public the impression that they would want to condone the illegal, it's illegal in Jamaica, the illegal behavior and activities of members of the LGBT community. Guys, me just keep it real with you know. Remember, I'm telling you, I'm not discriminate and I really don't care about people's orientation. I am speaking objectively here. And I hope that you all will speak objective here as well, because I want to hear what you all think. Now, in our politics, we have people, I mean, nobody in our politics never really come out and say, boy, they are a member of the LGBT community or, shared anything about their sexuality. I don't recall any parliamentarian ever doing that. If you guys know of any, tell me, but I have never seen it, okay? So, if you watch the upload today, you would have heard this recording, and I'm going to play it for those who don't hear it. I'm going to play the part where there was a collective congratulations by the members of parliament you're looking at here on the PNP side. Damian Crawford, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, who else? The woman did this to name Gabriella, and some couple of other people. Then come out, come give one congratulations to a man over TikTok where them say a blogger for the PNP. There was a conversation over there where some of the comrades them are burn out the guy and a burn out them a people here. I don't know, just over TikTok, cause even on WhatsApp, me get some messages forwarded to me. But just to a private message them, I am not gonna share them because I respect, people's privacy. And in the same way that you would share something with me, and if you said to me, I don't want this to be made public, I am not gonna do it because I respect people's privacy. But I can tell you that people are very upset and very angry. And me I try put two and two together and me I try analyze the situation and say, then I want cause all of this problem. What is causing all of this now? Based on what the comrades are saying and the complaints that they are making, they're saying that, listen, we don't really care about this man orientation because from we go up on him platform and we hear him talk, we see say he's a man who are feminine. But we never really try to marginalize him. We deal with him same way, we tolerate him. So right there, so now we can X out discrimination by the people who are angry and upset. We can X out discrimination based on his orientation, I'm saying. So me I come to find out, say now, the real problem that the comrades are having with the guy and with the party is that this guy is the type of person who is flamboyant with his orientation. For example, on his social media page, he has videos of himself with his significant other, another man, and they're, showing affection and them kind of something there. So with that being said, now they must say if you are gonna be out there, because clearly, me gonna just talk to you straight tonight, Me not go try pretty up, no. Me not go use no. I've never used any profanity on this platform, and I don't plan on doing so. But I am going to speak directly to you guys. When two men out in the public are show affection, people are gonna assume say behind closed door them are do other things. Me no know how people mind reach there, so but I just the reality of the thing as a human being still. From two men a show affection in a public, John Public is going to automatically, Jamaican me a talk about, them a go automatically just get turned off. So they must say, we never really have no problem with him orientation. But when we look and see, say, pan him page, him out there a rub up and hug up with him man a ray. And the party is going to come out with almost about 5 or 6 voice notes, including Damian Crawford, coming out to big up the boy. I said, big up yourself and happy 1-year anniversary on your TikTok program and whatsoever. And you're doing a good job for the party and ray. The comrades, them I say, una mad people. Una sick in on the head. Because look what una gonna do. You know what I say? One of them even tell me in private, say, what shocked them. Let her play it for you real quick and then I will finish telling you. Listen to this, guys.
Greetings, Deborah, and this is Mark Golding. I have learned that today is your first anniversary on TikTok, and I just want to wish you a very happy anniversary on this auspicious occasion, and urge you to keep up the good.
This is Isaac Buchanan, and I want to pick up Dre Bryan on his 1-year anniversary on TikTok. Continue doing great work, and you know it go.
Dre, Dr. Dayton Camp.
Hold on there, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. Hold on. I had a little glitch in it. May I come? Hold on. Oh, what kind of destruction this? Hold on there, guys. Because I have to hear it, I got hear it and I have to hear it. So you say, return to sender. Anybody, any spirit, where try to interfere with the program tonight, member say our spirit over here son normal. We are going to hear it. Every last one of it we are going to hear. So hold on there.
Very happy anniversary.
You're doing great work, and you know it go.
Dre, Dr. Dayton Campbell here, Gensec of the PNP. I hear that it's your anniversary. Just want to wish you a happy anniversary. Want to commend you for the tremendous work that you do on the front line of...
What? Young go so. What?
Pull up! Tell us a Crawford! Boy!
What's going on? Hail the king.
Hear the king, hear the man. What a moment.
Yeah. Not
Dre, for over a year, you have been taking TikTok by storm, and it's so important what you're doing. But it's good to be.
Good afternoon, Dre. This is Peter Bunting, congratulating you on the first anniversary of your show.
Yes, guys, that's all I need for ear. So the person said to me, say, you know why me upset now? Me upset because out of all of the female bloggers them and vloggers them were out of social media a blog for the risers them. And the reason why I say for the risers them are because when the PNP was interrupted and disrupted by Peter Bunting and his challenge and the nasty campaign where them run and how them disrespect people and try to defame people, when all of that happened, guys, and the party split, the bloggers them split too. The intelligent, mature, talented bloggers, they left. They're not supporting Mark Golding and these people. So the risers them it kind of left with some bloggers when really make no impact. You understand? So right now, if they get anybody with a platform, it doesn't matter how good they are or how, well, I'm not going to say good. It doesn't matter how bad they are. They're going to try to gravitate to those kind of people to try and get some popularity. Remember them diss up Lisa and run with Lisa and stress out Lisa and torture her. So then don't want the popularity. Dayton Campbell the culprit of that and Peter Bunting. But now, the person I said to me, say, look how much woman out there a blog and a vlog for the risers them, and them never come out and do this for the woman them yet. I mean, not even do that think about it. Me I say, God have mercy. But come to think of it, this would I want to look one kind of way for true. Of all the women, and I see some of them, out there, little bit of blood, for example. Look how little bit of blood go out there, go tell like say Melissa aneurysm and a little bit of blood her nose. Look what little bit of blood do for help them cover murder. And then don't go out there go big up little bit of blood. So the person I say, but them people are not easy. How is it that this person who is open and, showing off his lifestyle in thing when him doing in bedroom and area push it to the public and in the public face? Why would they all collectively come together and do such a thing? Now, you know, say, as a student of psychology, you know me have to go sit down and think about it, to think about the rationale behind what they did. A very risky thing. Just like how it was risky to bring Vibes Cartel on their platform. But I guess it's the season of risk-taking. Me, I gotta just keep it real with you now. I honestly believe that these PNP people, Damian Crawford, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, and them, I think they were advised, because they often take advice from people who are not too bright, People who profess to be the greatest thing and the smartest thing on social media. And they tend to take advice from those people. And oftentimes it gets them in trouble. So I think they took the advice that in order to get the support of the LGBT community in Jamaica, they need to somehow align themselves with the LGBT community. I think they did it deliberately. They did it deliberately, but I'm gonna say that they probably didn't know that the guy was a type of person who out there hug up him man and show affection to him man in a public. Maybe them never know that part, but how could they not? How could they not? The guy's on social media and he has his content or whatever out there. So just like how anybody else could assist say, is a man in a pool with a man and them kind of something there. How could they not see it? Them see it. But this is the season of risk-taking for the PNP. If you ask me, I think it was a very, very, I think it was just the stupidest, worst judgment that anybody could make. Yeah, yes, Muta class up. Wait, no man. Take time, no man. Wait, say Muta class up ice at for one now. Lord Jesus. So, people, me feel like say it was a risk that they took because they want to get the support of the LGBT community. But let me tell you this. You see, now this time in Jamaica, whether you're PNP or GLP, you must be smart enough to know that people of all sort of orientation support the political party them. You will more find say the millennial LGBT people them will more support the Jamaica Labour Party. But the all-time LGBT people them would have more gravitate to bunting and them something there. And them I mean to say sorry guys. Yo, this is not a laughing thing in a serious sitting. The all-time, the under 30, sorry, the over 30. The over 30 LGBT people them would have more gravitate to PNP. But LGBT people them they're progressive. They really don't have much time for Jamaica's politics in the state that it's in now. So that look at trick the way them try though. With the blogger. See the whole party I run out on them already. Because you know why? It's not really say them go deal with somebody or go endorse somebody where LGBT is the quality of the person. Because you see the boy over YouTube, over TikTok, where them go endorse, I one boy where him lie. I think he's mentally ill. Me not lie. I swear. Him lie. Him defame people for no reason. You know, like if somebody trouble you, you go war back with them. But he just goes around and starts speaking on people to tell lies on them. That's the type of person that he is. Even the same comrades, them cuss him and say him lie and wicked and them something there. So it's the quality. These people are horrible. Horrible at detecting people with qualities that can help them. They're horrible. So to be honest, me not think the people, them, the comrades, me make on hear it. All who never watch the upload I put up today, wanna go watch it after the program. I wanna we hear. All some of the me are listening, or all some of the bloggers them where then used to cuss the risers them and cuss them, say them sabotage and them wicked and them for take off the prime minister. Why me for take off the prime minister fight? Me not take off the prime minister. Me know the one only that can talk about take off the prime minister. And you know why me not take off the prime minister? Because the LGBT community vote for both party. They vote for both parties. So why you gonna tell me to take off the prime minister fight? Me not do that, man. Me not do that. For all I know, LGBT people in the prime minister cabinet. But the prime minister not business with people orientation. People were out here, you know, just very concerned and, you know, sometimes we forgot easy. You understand? Where it does not warrant hostility. We don't need to do that. The only reason why we're talking about this is because the LGBT people them vote. They might not vote whole heap, you know. They might don't vote whole heap. Me not have no data because I don't think that in Jamaica there is any kind of data. And I was really looking to see how much of the population the LGBT community make up. Me not see no data for that. And me don't see no data for them voting record either. Hopefully, sometime in the near future we'll see that. But as of right now, there's none. But the truth of the matter is, while we are here today and now, we don't really see no harassment and no discrimination against the LGBT community like one time. So I don't really see the need for politicians to be trying to align themselves to the LGBT community or any particular group at all. What is the need for the PNP to do that? You are supposed to serve everybody in the country. Whether they're straight or they're gay, you're supposed to serve everybody in the country equally. So their effort, and nobody's stupid, okay? Them do what them do because them want us to be talking about this topic, and that's why we're talking about it tonight. Because them probably never know say the boy flamboyant and turn off people. Them shame you know, because the whole of the comrades them accost them. Them accost them. Let me find the video or the recording. Them accost them because of the quality person that they chose to go out there and endorse, manipulative, evil. But then say birds of a feather flock together, you know. They do. Come hear the man them talk, say. Them know say the man orientation was what it was, and it did not bother them. It didn't bother them. But when them see the public display of the man and other males, obviously the party come out and do that, they were uncomfortable with it. It became very uncomfortable with it. And this is why I said earlier, guys, that politicians in Jamaica, while they are still reluctant to amend the Bugari law, because 88% of the people them feel how they feel, while the law is still on the books, they cannot be coming out here giving the impression that they are endorsing them kind of behavior there. They cannot do it because it look like say them are endorse illegal behavior. See, you have to intelligent to understand them something there, you know. You know, so there are many people in Jamaica who gay and nobody don't know. Many people in Jamaica gay and nobody don't know. I feel like that's something personal. And no matter which side you depend, you no need to walk with it by your forehead. And in the case of the LGBT community in Jamaica, because we know there's a history of harassment, discrimination, and violence, they had to come out and, you know, protest for justice. And we have J-Flag and other organizations to protect them. And they should be protected from violence. We don't support that. So when the PNP want to come now and take a position, like say them a endorse illegal activity, them a go get in a problem. Me can't tell you know how much people coming at the inbox for a morning a burn out Damian Crawford. Lord, that me say, boy, I don't know. And when the pastor they were saying pray against disgrace, so they say they come give me a WhatsApp there, please. The pastor man will tell them say I pray against disgrace, I pray against confusion, I pray against disappointment, I pray against embarrassment. See, can go some people? When you say for play it again, when you play again. I'm gonna find the man. The man we are cussing and go on bad. Or the man them. The man them say them not going to make because of politics, then go against them principle. You can't war with people for them principle, you know. You just know which part you stand. And if the population as a collective takes such a stance as a Christian country, as a Rastafarian influenced country, just deal with the business of serving the people, all the people, and stop from infiltrate different groups for popularity. And we not even gravitate to good popularity. Eh? Me can't believe there's so much people. You know when you see one person or maybe two people together, they maybe can't make no good decision. But when you see all 5, 6, 7 people together, people, and then can't make one good decision, you know, see a lag ahead them, man. Well on them, man.
Get the QuickBooks mobile.
Jesus, hold on. I want to play where the PNP man them a cuss them over TikTok. Wait here, see it here. I don't really follow them up in there. When people send anything them to me, I know me have to put them together and make on know if it's an important topic of discussion. You see, you have to be a class act when you come into the business of politics. Portia Simpson Miller was asked about her feeling on the LGBT community or whether she would have them in her cabinet. Portia stuck to the argument of capability of doing a job. She don't business about nobody orientation. She want to make sure that anybody will come in her cabinet are people who can do the work. What them sexuality have to do with it? Nothing. It had nothing to do with it. Bruce Golding took a stance that was popular in terms of how Jamaicans as a collective feel or felt at the time. Because we have a lot more, to my understanding, there's a lot more LGBT people or openly LGBT people in Jamaica today, as opposed to when Bruce go out there go say not in him cabinet. He wouldn't say that today because of evolution.
Man in a party and a PNP platform that when the bar at him I say, what am I tell me say? You go put him page right now. Here's a thing when that part of him and one next man a rub up. When the bomb.
Well, hello, JPU family. Welcome to another
And this it start. Hold on.
Politics Uncovered.
Hold on, the guys. Let me reach to the part I want to reach to.
From the Dre Bryan Show. Happy 1 year anniversary, my brother. Happy 1 year anniversary. 1 year is a long time. It's a long time doing this on behalf of the people. And when you
Happy 1 year anniversary.
And to more me call it a new PNP. Call it that. I'm never vote yet.
Hold on, the guys.
to the level of the regime. Anybody choose that road, them I respect them.
Point after you will hear what they have to say, and let's chat in the comments, guys. Tell me if you think that.
Well, I want to hear what the people them say.
I see something where I say, yo, you know, say, yo, this not right about muckle dog. Sorry, my language. Well, I tell you not tell me. I just threw me busy that week and we have a big thing that come up next week, you know. But you see, after the show there, they're going to step up my thing. 2-3 times a week. Sundays a must. They're going to step up my thing, man. Because if a straight nation may promote. Straight nation, PNP people, no this, no compete, no debate that will go on from my life.
Let me just pause that real quick. So you mean to tell me, say, out of the whole of them, let me just say 14 members, well, 13 members of parliament. No, 12. And you know why I say 12? Because some members of parliament have gone silent, some just take with themselves from the whole situation. But me I'll leave it at 14, because Damien in the Senate and him take up himself get caught up in all of this. So make we say 4. You mean to tell me say among the 14 of them could understand and talk among themselves and say, you hear what the comrade just said? Him a promote straight nation. Why would you want this to become a matter of public discourse? Why? Me can't understand. Me just can't. You mean to tell me say Damian Crawford, where people saying bright and this and that, couldn't look on the man them and say listen, and the woman them too. Look on our bunting, cause well, listen, they are stage 5 of madness. Liz, come up in this. You mean to tell me say Damien couldn't look on people like bunting and say, listen, we don't need to do this. Let us focus on the issues. Let us focus on being an opposition. Leave vloggers and bloggers, make them do what they do. Because see they now, uno go and jump in a gutter water. A gutter water uno go, you know. Like seriously. Let me finish making you hear this.
But the problems of the country are face as PNP people are going, yo, never step up my thing. See just say it I go then. We never
not because what you know? Not because I'm not going in PNP. Me now abandon my culture through party, brethren. You're mad.
Through party, you mad?
Nah, do that. Nah, stoop to the level of the brethren.
Hold on, guys. Commercial. Hold on. I want to finish here with them say, come I want to hear the confirmation where they say they're not really business too much about it. Hold on, see it here.
Anybody choose that the road, they may not respect them, brethren. I can't tell you that. Me can't respect you if you give up on your culture.
You know, you expect a wash and hang out and close the eye and you then close the gas. Cool. Expect a straight nation.
Yeah, man, a straight nation, Mr. Man.
Straight nation. So if some boy running like when we say straight nation, burn we'll start burn them out too.
Yeah, man, I'm you know, say about 3 weeks now. Me call it a new PNP. Call it that. I've never voted yet, I know. And I've really, like youth and enjoy program first really start listening. But I start listening, my man hear saying that fish like him a talk, like how him talk. I may hear them and I say, oh, I really rate that youth and but through the information, I'm not too more me go up and go listen. But from a buck up and caution them, I kind of take me from a cut him off.
No, I realize that because you come on the live with me a couple times, well, I hold some good conversation, Ron. And make me kind of hold a vibe when they tell me, say, boy, you know, you're one of the indecisive, but you kind of lean because you hear some things you never know and you check it out.
No. Stick a pin right there. So I'm not indecisive. I just never voted. I'm never really interested in politics, but it's always a PNP. I just never put it.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. All right. So, but you want information. That's why you've been searching. That's why you go up on the platform. Them. That's what we are for. See it? But a straight nation is all right. You watch after me gonna show you. You wait till me gonna show
Watch you know. Watch you know. Them attack me sit because watch you know. Me see them agenda, you know. Because in the heat of the battle where they go on where them depend. And them the biggest thing on TikTok and this and that. Biggest thing them blood.
Biggest thing they ras.
Let me try to show you. So when this thing just start out, you know, we know say the man are fishing, you know, we say, yo, respect the platform. People are come for your platform where we are represent. Not try to disrespect people. And them thing they don't act out of character. If they say, true, alright, I'm going to stop right. I see him do it over again. I say, yo, watch you now. Yeah. And you see the moment to an extent where it can't come back. I have a light a fire, brethren. And the water can't out that. Mikey, we are warrior, but we not go around and analyze. Man, we are fish because we know say fish they are about. And like say we not try. We try now. We say, yo, watch you now. You are fish. Don't bring it to the platform. Hurtful, brethren. It's hurtful effect, brethren.
All right, that's enough of that. But as you hear for yourself, them a lash out no one attacks on other things because they vex or the part where the party do. But you hear what them say them had a conversation with him and tell him say, if your orientation stay one way, nobody bring it to the platform. Where they about politics, deal with the politics and just keep your personal orientation out of it. Because basically, you hear them congratulating because them have him as a representative of the PNP, you know. So, them your money where cost now. Them say them give it a chance and them had a dialogue with him. But clearly, he seemed to have been on a self thing, you know. He's gonna do what he does. He's gonna let the world know that, you know, him is the orientation that him is, and him want the thing to be public and ray. And that's his business. That's his right. He has that right. Nobody can stop him. But the PNP got draw in them. What kind of sitting this though, God? Eh? Look how Portia, when them try to corner Portia about this topic here, and Portia, with all her wisdom and her class, she said, as long as people are capable of doing their job, that's all I care about. But them just dive right in. Them just dive right in. God have mercy, man. No, sir, I can go open up the phone. Should I even open up the phone? I don't even open up the phone line tonight, you know. For telling the truth. Me not even open the phone line tonight because here what now. Me not really want nobody come over here, come use this platform for bash LGBT people. That's not what I am saying at all. Because I know say LGBT people come over here as subscribers and maybe they not comment, maybe they're a silent listener, maybe they even comment and I don't know, and I don't want to know your orientation. I don't want to know. That's your personal business. As I said earlier, whether you're PNP, JLP, or no P, the way all the world is now, you are going to have people among you who are from the LGBT community, whether they want to be open or not. You better believe it. So this is not what this platform is about. I hope you guys understand everything that is being shown to you and everything that is being explained. This, I don't think these are the worst decision they make. Besides the whole, hold on. I've seen these people make some pretty bad decisions. But this here so right here so now, where them the little bit of comrades them. I'm gonna make Karen come on this tonight because Karen is a member of the LGBT community. The people them have made some decisions in the past. Bad decisions. But me never know say it could have come to this point where them turn off the handful of people who support them and have the very people them. Me don't know what they reach us saying. If they would just do their job and stop trying to get in everybody's, stop trying to infiltrate people's spaces. Only too enough, man. Stop from trying to infiltrate people's spaces. Look here. Over here, so is not a look here. You say if you are homophobic and you feel like say you want to insult gay people and them something that over here is not the platform for you. And you see after tonight, we're not gonna talk about the LGBT community anymore because this is not what this platform is about. We're only talking about it because the politicians them gonna infiltrate the LGBT people. That is why we're talking about it over here now. So me I go on Karen for call over here now for tell me what you think about this whole thing. Karen, if you're in the chat, call over here. Ah, Jesus. Them people are them too enough, man. Jesus have mercy. The whole of them put voice note and send go give the man. Like say them think say, then could have tricked nobody. That one thing that stands out to me. The girl will say, you know what hurt me? Jamaica politics, you know what hurt me? We out there as women. We out there blogging, you know, and we out there support them, you know. And it hurt me to see say the whole of them come together and I send this message to the man, and them never yet do that for the woman them were out here a blog. You see when she said that, I write there some sister is a orchestrated something forget people, the LGBT community, to support them. I write there so me figure out say that. Remember me telling you, when Mark Golden go do the budget speech, I'm telling you say, before me even inquire for find out if I true, I'm telling you say, a bunting right Mark Golden speech. I watch them behavior, I watch them attitude. So me I come and tell you say again, that's something they will then do. Damian Crawford, you unite to. You and Bunting and Mark Golden and the rest of them will put voice note and send go get the man to put out there. For make it seem like say Ray. I orchestrate and I orchestrate it. We are not idiot. But you know what? If one thinks that the LGBT community are idiot, and then also see a puppy show settings this, one make a sad mistake. Remember me tell you now. Wait there. Let me see something else. So. Guys, I was my pancreas. Hey, I need to Advil. No, sir. What? Me see a Damian Crawford that take up Derek slang, eh? Derek. Every minute you hear Damian Crawford, what can go so? What is this? What the hell is this? Eh? Derek want to hear you. Derek want to hear you. Lord of Jesus. Me see all Jerry. Me don't know if you know Jerry from over jungle. Jerry a staunch PNP from morning till night. Every clothes that Jerry have on the t-shirt them with the politician them give Jerry. From Jerry have every politician t-shirt. And you know, so somebody sent me one video a couple of days ago where Jerry a burn out them and I say, whoa, not text it for Andrew Wellness for about him money. Who don't have money too? Why who not have money and him not have money? Me couldn't believe it. There is nobody in a jungle more PNP than Jerry. A long time I know Jerry too. I try to forget to bring the video coming here, so. And Jerry cussed them. All the girls I say, but Jerry a PNP. Jerry send my business. So for sure, I say even a man like Jerry can see say, whoa, nah, do a wickedness. And Jerry calling out. When them come and say, oh, Andrew have so much money. Mr. Andrew have a salary just like Mark Golden. Andrew in a business just like Mark Golden. Andrew into investment just like Mark Golden. What the problem? What is the problem? You look like the Jamaica people I'm ready for sell out again. Jesus, I'm tired of sick of uno. Eh? Uno now ask Mark Golden how him getting money. This a man never come to Jamaica with money, you know. Him father come to Jamaica and build a rehab center. And every piece of prosthetic and treatment up there, you have to pay your money. I saw them get money. I saw him father come to Jamaica and start make money. In a Jamaica. Half of Jamaica people. Don't get it twisted, man. Anybody will come ask Andrew and get him money. Ask Mark Golden where him get fee money. And which part fee money there? Una can't come talk about equal right and justice, you know. When una deal with Andrew Sobilias and una nothing to say to Mark Golden because just because Mark Golden is a white man, you know, say him deserve him money, him supposed to have money, him supposed to rich. But Andrew Holness, who work a honest living every day as a prime minister, how much a Andrew salary? Me no member, but I soon tell you no. Him a draw down his salary, him a do investment, him have business. He might do everything just like what Mark Golden do, except him never rob the people in a fin sack. He never take where the people them house in a Finsack and left nobody a ball. Uno feel lift up a 5 man now, man. Uno too lie and wicked. Where uno get phone money from? Bunting, where Bunting get fee money from? Uno contact to him, man. Where uno get to the money from? Because nobody afraid of uno, you know. Jamaica 411 says his father never built a rehab center. It was built by the government of Jamaica in 1954. And this is why they can't come tell we no history, I believe them. Be a dopey story then tell. And that's why Mark Golding come now and try to tell one another dopey story. If he say Jamaica, our ancestors fought and bled for freedom. Our ancestors didn't come here as free people. Be a dopey story and lie and wickedness then go on with. I mean, I tell you no say, the judgment upon them. Everywhere them turn Maka joke them. Jamaica 411, I would have really liked to hear what you have to say over here about this thing here where them gone in the LGBT community for notoriety and publicity. Not publicity, for popularity and notoriety. Eh? Me see them a ride pan a sick man back for popularity. What a disappointment, Father God. No, sir. What is next? I just that more often, you know. What is next? What is next? Them a ride pan cartel back like a jockey. Now them depend the LGBT community like a jockey. What is next? No, sir. What is next? Me see Andrew Wellness do something and I don't approve it. All right, me make Karen talk first. And then in the next segment of the program, me go show you something where Andrew Wellness said today. And me have to send a message to him because what him do, me no love it. And him need not to do it anymore. Anyway, let Karen come in at this year, so. Me no love it. Karen, good night. May I hear your feedback if you could just turn that down, please? Guys, please to like the live and share it. All right, Karen, let me know when you're clear with your audio and everything so that you can come in and come talk. You ready? Hello? Karen? I don't know what happened to Karen's audio. I see her. Her mic is on. But I don't know if she can't hear me. But let me just give her a few seconds to see if we can start out this. Make sure come weigh in on this topic here. Karen, if you're having audio problem, I think you might want to just drop off and come back on. See if that works. I don't know if it's an internet or device thing. Guys, if you're just coming in the room, please hit the like button and share the live with somebody. Because this information here tonight is very important. Why the WhatsApp number small? All right, I'm going to make it bigger. Sorry. Karen had to leave and come back, guys. I think something wrong with our audio. You know, so I'm afraid to turn on the phone line over here tonight. I don't want to turn on the phone line. Dirty cup. Ease me up tonight. Me not feel if you turn on the phone line tonight. I me can't bother. Hold on there. Let me see something. All right, so Karen, come back here. Hello.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Karen. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Good night, everyone. JPU family. Good night, all.
You sound good, I know.
I mean, me sound good. I mean, I sound good before.
We couldn't hear you at all.
I wasn't on. There was no connection.
Well, me could have see you, but me couldn't hear you.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
there's. Yeah.
I guess you know what going over here tonight. Have you been listening?
Yeah, I've been listening. You're discussing the thing.
All right, so the people them they are 900 and odd strong. Them want to hear what you have to say about this topic.
I don't know if they want to hear about this thing. Jamaicans are still fairly pretending to be ignorant about the gay community in general. I would imagine just watching some of the comments that a great number of the people on the live themselves are still in denial, and I don't mean this in any disrespectful way, but still in denial about the LGBT community. And the data is not wrong. There is, according to the data, Jamaican data, in 1 in every 5 family have somebody who is gay. So it baffles me all the time about how Jamaicans tend to pontificate publicly on platforms like these or in settings that it would appear to them not to be objective, and they would go on them little tangent about being anti-gay and anti-LGBT community and behaving in ways that are, inhumane. As a member of the LGBTQ community, let me be absolutely clear that people's right to love who they want is not a sexual right. It's a human right, just like your right to free speech and your right to own a home and your right to get an education and your right to health care. Those things, it falls right along those lines as well. So one of the problems that we have here in Jamaica is the hypocrisy of it all. It is not as the country is not as anti-gay as a few people make it out to be. And the loudest voices about being anti-LGBTQ are those who are themselves either in the closet, totally locked up in the closet, or peeping through the closet peephole, or come out and go in when them feel like. And I'm not accusing anybody of everything. I'm just laying out what the realities are, and that is the reality about it. So I want to say that right off the bat. I also want to add the strange phenomena of those Jamaicans who were born that and Ray and Tay, and then everybody go America and can neither Ray nor Tay because them go America and them meet up on all kind of people in America and see all kind of things in America. And while some states and some places in America is still, anti-LGBT community, the larger part of America is accepting and it's a lifestyle and it's a way and everybody chill, but they no worries. But those are the same people that before them got to America, they're very loud and noisy about these things. And even those who travel occasionally still, pardon me, still feel the need to display a level of ignorance about what the issue is and people's right and freedom to love who they are. So I just want to say that off the bat so that people can understand where I stand and the whole matter. But I want to send out a big congratulations to Mark Golding and the leadership of the People's National Party for coming out and embracing the LGBTQ community. I want to say a big congratulations to them because they are the first political party to now openly embrace the LGBTQ community. So I really want to place that on record that based on those congratulations to this young fellow, I want to say that. But the other side of that coin is because that what I just said is it's cynical. It's not very serious. It's a cynical thing. You know that is a cynical spin I'm putting on it because they never meant to congratulate him as an openly gay man. Him is one, and I'm going to say a few things about him. They never meant to do that, but they inadvertently, we can now say that the PNP is looks like them embracing the LGBTQ community. Now, I know that that is is cynicism I'm expressing here, because I know that openly and on their platform of talking to the Jamaican people, they would never ever do that. They would not. And
So,
when they
me no mean for cut you. Hold that thought. Are you agreeing that this whole collective voice message endorsement thing, are you agreeing with me that it was deliberately done to show Jamaica that the PNP supports LGBT or people like that guy? Because I really don't think that that guy represents the intelligent LGBT community. I don't think so.
well, as I say, I will have a few things to say about him.
So
But
you agree that them people here, what them do was orchestrated to give the country a certain perception?
actually, I think it's them using him. I think them attempting to use the LGBTQ community to shore up support.
Okay.
I think that their attempt is to use the LGBT community sideline. But I must say, factually, and place on record and say it for all Jamaica to hear that Angela Brownberg, as much as she's a witch with an old broom and she's wicked, Angela Brownberg, as mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew during her tenure, was very involved and very supportive of the LGBTQ community. I cannot stress that enough. In every year, in every aspect of their life, the things that the LGBT community is doing, the activities that the community have had over the years, Angela Bromberg, during her tenure as mayor, was very visible in the space, supporting the community, offering whatever help she can as mayor of Kingston. She was invited many times as guest speaker to many events which she showed up to, and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like an embrace of lifestyle. It was more her, and this was because of a team of people that was around her, which included me at the time. And this was her humanity side, because she really do believe that it should not be an issue in our daily lives, and people are free to choose their lifestyle. Nobody do have to push their lifestyle on other people, and other people must stop thinking that, because nobody is. If you're gay, you're gay. Nobody now asks you to be gay. And everybody think that everybody should be straight. And if you look around the world now, there's hardly anybody straight. Most of the man them at the PNP leadership are not straight neither. So nobody can pull the wool over nobody's face.
One
But
thing I
Angela
want a
Brownberg,
joke, man. A joke, the
huh?
answer. A joke. You know we
I-
have to look at trouble. You know we have to
yes.
this guy Bunji in brave forgot but me not say nothing, yeah, go and
None
talk
of them,
career.
none of them are straight, man. The whole of them play a room for rent apply within when I run out, you run in. Everybody I play with them one another. because and sometimes it's not even so much about being gay, but most time it's about sex. So people looking for different thrills. People looking for different thrills. But I wanted to say that part that Angela Blumberg has been supportive. I don't know nobody else in there, not a single other person in there that have been supportive of, because when Angela was mayor and she was being supportive, the current mayor, Councillor his worship the mayor, Councillor Swaby, was also involved as our second because he was deputy mayor at the time. So they were very involved in the LGBT. All of the yearly events, them turn up, them support, them give speeches, them join drives and stuff like that, and it to make the LGBT community feel inclusive in the city, and that was Angela's big plan, which she and Swaby them work out. I would imagine that Councillor Mayor Swaby is probably still continuing that because he did build a relationship with the LGBT community. I don't know what that relationship is with them and Angela right now. I avoid anything that she won't be at. So I don't know if she's at anything really. But when she was mayor, she was. She was. This young fellow on TikTok who they are attempting to use. If I want them young gay man, and I'm going to say this very clearly so that nobody don't misunderstand me. And I'm going to know how to say these things otherwise than just say it. So I'm just going to say it. If I want them gay man, I believe I'm more woman than anybody else. If I'm more woman than me and you. And them the kind of gay man, them into everybody's business and them seeking all kind of attention and them allow themselves to be, them are attention seekers. And him seem to be one of those two. I mean, I beat him up. Not beating him at all about nothing, but him seemed to be an attention seeker to me. And maybe I am thinking that maybe he's been a supporting TikToker for the PNP. Maybe that is Angela's doing. I don't know, because as I said, she has been very involved in the LGBTQ community in terms of being a supportive mayor. She was a supportive, very supportive mayor. As head of the city, she was supportive. I want to classify it. I'll make sure I put it in that classification. She was supportive of the LGBT community. So was Venetia when she was a PNP councillor as well. But in all honesty and fairness, it was Angela who was driving that thing. So there you go. But this little youth now, I don't know if I'm doing all of this thing with the PNP for clicks and for likes and to make a money, because everybody trying to make a money on social media. It looks like everybody trying to make a money except me. And it seemed like that is part of his thing. But when him go overboard, like he has done a couple of times, because I look at some of the things that he has said that he's doing on their behalf, him need to understand that he really does not have a place or a role in Mark Golding's world. He does not have a place or a role in Mark Golding. So using him to gain popularity or to get the support of the LGBTQ community. Now I can tell you how the LGBTQ
But you more popular than him. You more popular than him. So what kind of popularity them I try again,
I don't know, but I can tell you this without any water in my mouth, that the current LGBTQ community, apart from Angela being supportive as mayor, across the country, the LGBT community is more in line with the JLP than they are with the PNP. I found it so strange because even PNP LGBTQ people, I think what has happened is that more opportunities and more more understanding and participation and all kind of things happened under the JLP government. It's not something that was set out to be achieved by the JLP. By the way, it was not. But there have been more visibility, more openness under the JLP government for the LGBT community to be more visible, and that in some ways that have made them a little bit more leaning towards the JLP. Even PNP LGBTQ people who are PNP and probably will vote PNP, but even in discussions they will tell you that that them talk to this minister and then went to meet with that minister. I don't think they had that outside of Kingston and St. Andrew with Angela as mayor. I don't think we are that, Of course, me not participate in them things because I don't see them things as being anything that would uplift the community. Or there are international organizations that the LGBT community involved in Jamaica. So the LGBT community feel in some way that them don't need the politics because the politics that will take them where they need to go. And so the politics is a very minimal thing. There was one or two openly gay persons who offered to who wanted to come into representation politics at the local government level in the PNP. I don't know what happened. I was very supportive of one young lady who wanted to be involved in it and things. We don't even know what happened, why she never bother and stuff. But these issues just always come up. So the PNP is using this fellow to get a hold because the PNP is aware of the data. They are. Angela would share some of that with them. They would be aware of the data that 1 in every 5 households have somebody who is gay. And with all of the excitement around all of that, nobody now lick down nobody and choke nobody out of them yard because them gay. No mother now lick down and run out them son anymore. And no
Not
and
anymore.
no father now line up nobody for shoot him son and run out him daughter and all the rest of it. It's more like quiet things that some fathers are still very, very agitated, especially if he is a farmer or a rum drinking man's man. If he is a man's man who pay them in one drink beer with him brethren them and stuff, and then everybody know that him son gay. Some fathers, quite surprisingly in Jamaica, embrace their children, their sons, embrace their son's sexuality and really, really line up for cussing a man and go out with pay things if a man bring nothing to him about him son. But you still have those fathers who say, oh, the boy, they're fish man and run him away and treat them son badly. But I fervently believe, based on the data and based on my everyday communication with the people, I fervently believe when we were on the resistance tour, there were a few instances where we meet some people. I remember one lady, I said she wanted to talk to me about a personal matter. And then a comrade pull me one side and tell me that him know what she want to talk to me about. And I say, what? And him say, her little son, them say her little son is gay and him father, I give him a one time. So I tell her she must put out the father. So, because I fear her house. I think maybe she did. That's why I put him out. Because she don't want to put out her son. So put out him father then. Since you earn your own money and you love your son and I fear your house, put him ass out, tell him to live with it or come out. That was that was me doing that.
So you're basically saying that the LGBT community in Jamaica, them really see the PNP today as they saw it, for example, when Portia was leading it.
No, no. They found
And
a
that's why,
friend in Portia. They found a friend in Portia, even though there was nothing much that was done. Nothing legislatively, nothing tangible, nothing openly, nothing bringing them in, nothing to show that you're bringing them in and you embrace the young people some of whom are still struggling with their own identity, trying to figure out their identity because it really don't hit some of them until 18, 19. It's a struggle for them. A whole heap of them still struggle. I mean, some of them adapt easily, but a whole host of them still struggling. You can't even begin to imagine some of the discussions I have had to have with young people, and particularly during Pride Month when them feel so proud to have me out here, bigging up our community. But there is still quite a few of them that them hiding and them cover themselves and stuff. But even grown people, adult people, because of their jobs and they might be whispering, but there is no openness about their lives and that is kind of eating at the community. And that is what this youth should spend him time doing and him TikToking instead of prostituting himself to Mark Golding, because Mark Golding will never ever go on a platform and defend the LGBT. And if Mark Golding do that, we're going to support him. If Mark Golding got a political platform and embrace and support the LGBTQ community, stop resist. So I mean,
So
there's no.
what is there for them to gain at this time with the LGBT community? First of all, does
I mean, what is there to gain? Let me answer that question for you. It's a very powerful voting bloc. There are more gay Gen Zers than there were Gen X or Gen Y.
You know what? Let me rephrase the question because I
Yeah,
think I said it
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. You know that. You know the answer to it. There's a whole
No,
heap of young people.
what I really meant to say is the condition in which the PNP is in at this time. What is there to gain by them trying to align themselves with a TikTok person who is turning a lot of people off by his behavior? Not so much his orientation, but his character, the type of person that he is. Considering so the party, popular, the people in Jamaica don't really see the PNP right now as the PNP where the people them know. Is there something to gain for them? Are they doing more damage to themselves? Because as you say, them are the first set of people in the politics to come out, come get themselves. So in me don't know the right word for use, but we know the politicians them to just mind the country's business. Big government are opposition for everybody. When media come to them to comment on the matter, they keep it professional. That's what we have seen over time, except for Bruce Golding. And I'm really surprised that the PNP, just this underhanded way of saying to the LGBT community that, there's room for you. Isn't there another way where them could have said it though? If they want
Them
to
not
go
going to say it.
forward?
Them going, if them find somebody like this little youth who is living his life, and them find him and him as a PMP, then them just embrace him and use him. It's the nature of the politics. It is up to him if he allow himself to be used, and it is up to him if he's going to use that platform not only to enhance himself, but to give visibility to the community and actually contribute something worthwhile other than allow himself to be used and abused by Mark Golding and them people them. And even though you might have people on your platform, because I was listening earlier and watching some of the comments on this current platform, that have people who are still very much ignorant of about the gay community, and that says a lot about our country, because for some of your viewers, them can't even stand having a discussion about it. And as I said before, most of it is hiding, is very little of it is ignorance. Trust me, because I would say a good number of the people on your platform have traveled to some place outside of this country, and if any of them go to England, where the gay community is a free community and have rights, and nobody can chat to them, and they will burn the place down. And if them have a whole host of people live in Maryland and New York and New Jersey, the whole of them have to better tread very carefully. That's why when a certain blogger come on social media, talking some good thing about people being gay and going on with all of our anti-gay antics, it did occur to me one or two times to send Cory Booker, drop him a line and send him, make them put her out. Seriously, they would put her out. But I mean, it is still a big deal for many people. It is still a big deal. America and Canada is one of the first countries to have gay marriage, and the whole of Europe. So therefore, all the people them in Jamaica who still are going with all them excitement, them They have to keep that to themselves when they travel outside of this country.
But nobody in Jamaica now trouble gay people again.
Not really, but you still have the people who pretending to be ignorant. And I like to say when they come on my platform, I tell them that they must come out of the closet. Because I feel, and I don't have no proof to back it up, that most people who beat up gay people have inclinations and them just don't feel angry, so them beat well.
So, oh Jesus. Dear me, as me said before you come on, do you see there's a way to go about doing things, you know. I mean, I know why them people are heads so full of water. That's them never have the talent. I mean, what I mean, I know there had to be a better, because you cannot strive to get a certain block of voters while you are alienating people within your own circles. That just does not make any sense.
Yeah, is a manipulation of his platform to get the young gay people to come out and vote for the PNP. It's a manipulation of his TikTok. Him don't recognize that yet because him young and foolish and him think him wise, but him not wise. Because that's how young gay men always think that them wise and him don't learn anything yet, him don't know anything yet, that they are using him and manipulating his platform for their own benefit, and they will never hug him up for who he is.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, make we see how it go, because then make him feel like somebody important. Lord, nobody.
Well, for a young gay man who knows that if him too loud, he might get in that trouble. That's a big deal too. For a group of people or a political party leadership to make you feel like an important person. It's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Then Mark Golding could make you feel important. Talk it
Well,
true.
but you just made the point that them make him feel important. Him feel so important. Him chatting all kind of crap, and that kind of thing can get to your head if you get in the leadership of one of the major political parties to send you congratulations on your, what is it? Was his marriage or something like that?
No, you see, no, it
Me
was
not
his
know this
one.
is something that them saying is them congratulating him and getting married.
Them say for the 1 year when they on TikTok I promote PNP. What God?
Oh,
Yes,
okay. Oh,
the
I didn't
1 year
know that.
on TikTok. No, sir,
Okay.
I never see this yet. You know, say a bad advice then take from, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
When people head chip, you know, them going to
Mm.
lose them crap and come out and contact everything. You see what happened to the one them where go up to Washington, but them a protest, them come confess them sin and talk how much people do whatsoever. I say you're gonna see
Mm.
everything come out. You wait. It's only a matter of time. Make them miss one of them. Make them miss one of them pillar. You see what happen.
Lord of
Everything.
mercy. Well, him have to also be careful with Mark Golding. Them have to be careful. But as I say, quite a few of the top leadership of the PNP can't chat to nobody because all of them are playing all kind of, the one of them eat out a whole pot, different pot, rice and peas and soup at the same time. And
Lord Jesus.
so they can't chat to nobody about nothing. Yeah, so
Damian Crawford are one of the people them. Lord have mercy, Mr.
when do?
What? Why them not just mind the country business and leave the stuff from infiltrate? I infiltrated them, you know.
Mm.
Look how they infiltrate cartel, eh? And that wasn't enough. Which community is next? Them got them infiltrate dancer, they infiltrate the LGBT. Who is next now?
I don't know. Them have cartel, but them have to do it's politics, you know. People must understand, yeah, that you can always beat up the strategy or whatever it is that they're employing to get people to notice them. But it is politics, and in politics you reach for just about anything you can, including strawmen. Strawmen you can reach for. If you think a strawman can help you reach for them and pick up the strawman then. Yeah, but it's politics. But what people must understand is that what this young fellow must understand that it is politics. So you're going to use anything at your disposal, anybody, any group, anything that presents itself and seems like it can get you one or two more votes, you're going to embrace it, either on the sidelines or fully. With this young fellow, it seemed to be a sideline thing for now, but we don't know. Maybe the PNP actually going to be developing a LGBTQ agenda and put it to the country. And as much as many of your listeners and viewers and subscribers would want to disagree and burn out and go out with all kind of things that them can always going on with. I'm sure them on the chat going on with all kind of crap, you know. But as much as they will do that, the world is changing, and the amount of marriages that takes place on a weekly basis on a weekend in our North Coast hotels between men and women is astounding. People leave from many places and come in at Jamaica, come hang out, gay people come honeymoon down here. I am a member of a queer group on Facebook, a group, and I mean I can't even begin to tell you that um, the amount of people that come on in that group and tell you how they were at this place in Jamaica and that place in Jamaica, and they spent 2 wonderful weeks down at a place at Jamaica and 3 wonderful weeks in Jamaica, then walk up and down in a Jamaica and all kind of thing. One chick from Italy was saying that she and her wife walk up and down in a Negril, hand in hand, and nobody no trouble her. So they were trying to
Nobody not
dispute.
trouble
Yeah,
from them kill the
yeah,
youth down a Montego Bay.
yeah,
No, but and
yeah,
that
yeah.
went to the human rights community and Ray. Nobody's troubling no gay people in
Not
Jamaica
at all.
anymore.
Not at school. Not at all. Not even in
So
Kingston here, in the
I
local
don't
hotels and the Airbnbs. I mean, it is not a novel idea to think that the PNP could give it some real good thoughts, and the GLP probably should too, about giving some kind of visibility and understanding and recognizing the LGBTQ community in Jamaica. And for years, for decades now, those things are kept on the down low. The politicians them don't want to embrace it for fear of upsetting the churches. But the truth of the matter is, most church, the church, then we are make nice about it, or would go to and platform and go upon them thing there. Let me tell you something. Me give you an example. Me talk about. There was a big call for prayer in Jamaica a couple of years ago, but everybody show up half a tree black, half a tree cock the Sunday, half a tree cock from about 10 o'clock in the morning. Them come for pray for Jamaica and pray out gay and pray away the gay and pray, pray away all kinds of things. And I'm telling you this, and I want you to listen to me carefully. Half the people on that stage in half a tree, if night could turn to day, remember Marley said, a lot of people would run away. So they are not even to be given an iota chance of consideration. The Catholic Church absolutely embrace the gay community and have gay groups in many Catholic church, have gay groupings and all kind of meetings and all kind of stuff. Many Church of England too, the Anglican Church. The Anglican Church really have no say over the matter, because the Anglican Church is Church of England and all of
Nice.
that. Yeah,
good night.
is
I don't mean to cut you. Liz and 411 they here. I'm gonna let
all
them
right.
weigh in as well.
Go on,
But
phone time.
finish up your thought. Finish up your thought.
No man, let and 411 and Lisa.
I will come first. Liz,
Good night.
good night to you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining. But what do you all make of the PNP hierarchy's position, and all of them making voice note? Bunting, Golden, Damian Crawford. This a woman here when named Gabriela. Then she say she a president of PNP Wyoming. I don't know what she do over there. And the rest of them, the whole of them make voice note and send go get this brother here over TikTok, who is an Lord Jesus, what the right word for use? People who go out there and display to the world their orientation. I
But
don't
you
really.
use the word flamboyant, so I can use that.
Is that appropriate? I don't want to insult anybody, cause over here, so is a platform open to everybody. I don't want to know nobody orientation. We're not really a politics with the here, but the PNP come draw orientation in the politics here. So Liz, what you have to say about that? You think it's a deliberate thing to get the support of the LGBT community or what?
Okay. Good night to everybody. If you have been following the trend within the Caribbean, we are still the only country in the Caribbean now that has not had a decision made, whether by the ballot or through the courts, on the legalization of the same-sex unions. We're the only country in the Caribbean. And in 2016, in Montego Bay, live on national television, Prime Minister Holness did promise, one of his three promises was to remove the Bogle law. Therefore, the People's
Hold
National,
on, hold
well,
on. Where you say Prime Minister Andrew Holness promised to move the Bogarilla?
yeah, he promised
He
three.
never, no, I want to correct Princess there. He never promised. He said that he would give consideration and they should take it up and they should look at it. He never said he would, but he said that they
Okay,
would take it up, which they never did. Which they
Thank you
never
for the
okay.
did.
clarity. Thank you for the
Yeah.
clarity.
He said 1.5 to the $12,000 per week for the minimum wage, and three the Bogle law. Now, um, within the context of what is happening globally, the country is expected to, at some point in time, remove the Bogle law or deal with the matter of legalization. And I think that the People's National Party, well, not sorry, I think Rom and its leadership is realizing that this is the situation at play. So, in their very crude and vulgar way, they have used a flashy, person who is in the, we call it the Gen Z forum of the social media TikTok, and they are actually using this young man to sort of gain. Because as Karen said earlier, I think they said the LGBTQI community is somewhere within the 20,000 region here in the country. The interesting thing also is that LGBT community has given us prime ministers, ministers of finance, ministers of mine, energy, etc., and other ministerial posts. They have been contributing successfully to the country's development and advancement in the political arena, in the private sector, all areas. Qualified people have done. At the University of the West Indies, two or three of every five lecturer
All
are
right,
members of
Liz.
LGBT
So
community. So,
so that
you know,
Jamaica 411 can come in.
okay,
Just
okay.
tell we how beneficial this move is, because you see what them do with cartel and them get some backlash where a lot of people never expected, and them compare cartel to Mandela. Them go to every length to
What?
justify doing that. So this situation I know, where maybe a Dayton Campbell may advise them to do it, because every bad decision are him responsible for it. So where all you think say now this a go do for them or against them? What you think?
Well, it started out badly. So of course, as usual, it is not working, and it is making them look even more stupid, right? And it is also um telling the public that these people are chaotic, have no sense of management, have no political sense, and is unable, really unable to lead any political movement or lead government or lead even opposition. It also speaks to the fact that yes, once again, it highlights the fact that Mark Golding has mental issues.
Here you know. Liz, you know, so you have to go down
What
tonight.
stage? What stage? Stage 12? Stage 12.
Liz, you have to go down tonight.
Yeah, but is it tonight, you know? Maybe I'm not like I'm bed in peace.
No, sir. We are there. So well on there now. You're not even said Dayton of the mental illness. I'm a boss, sir. When the pastor said him pray against mental confusion, where the 411 send me that video there where the
Oh,
pastor
yes, yes.
I pray
Mr.
against
Kongyo.
I pray against
Mark
mental
turn up
illness.
for the Honduras. Mark turn up for the Honduras.
All
Man,
right.
Honduras color.
Liz,
They all
Liz,
have mental issues.
Liz,
Huh?
Liz.
Yes?
No,
Yes.
no,
Michelle.
wait there now. Liz, no make we have to carry you go up a Windward Road, you know.
No, you can't carry me. You can't carry me.
Jesus. Hold on there. You know that me gonna put something on the screen, you know, but if we put it on the screen, we're not gonna dead over here tonight. we don't want to see what they go on with up a stadium tonight.
Who that? Who that?
We don't want to see Mark going into Jamaica up a stadium tonight.
Yeah,
What
sure.
Baba Stadium?
Oh God. I can't manage me. I'm gonna go
Oh,
to this.
the football game between Jamaica and Honduras.
Oh God have mercy. Jamaica, when you look at so wait there. Let her put up this Spanish screen and then I gonna make Jamaica forward and come here. We have to take one inter. You see, after what you just said about mental illness, we have to take a break, you know. Well, on, see break here. Look here, so Jamaica and Honduras I play football up a stadium, football match. And look on the people them in the crowd. Everybody I represent Jamaica. The Prime Minister, when there? See the Prime Minister have on him Jamaica clothes, green and yellow and black. Look what Mark Golding go in at the Honduras color.
Mark Golding pass mentally. Him look like a damn black. Look for the man. Come look like him have what Michelle is saying about again? Michelle is saying about him bad with again Down syndrome.
Jesus, hey, let me stop it. Wanna be gonna
No,
it's
Michelle,
true, it's true.
look like him have Down syndrome. Michelle says she's convinced that Mark born with Down syndrome.
It's true. It's true.
over here. No, fun and joke aside. You see, Donald Trump him just released in medical papers, you know. Because
When?
him released a medical report yesterday.
No, sir.
Yes, he did.
No, sir. No. It released them. What they got was they were rereading the thing that the man, his doctor, that did 7 years ago. He released him, right? I think Trump released. Forgive me language. Trump now released nothing to show them. For them show him, for them show say him mad and him weigh 600 pounds.
We not trust Trump doctor neither. So I just feel support. Everybody with Trump coming a government with them going to prison.
Everybody.
No, seriously, Mark look like Sarah Palin's son, the one about the Down syndrome.
Yes.
I know that in a wicked way, but that is true.
But on a serious note, guys, Jamaica is having a match with Honduras. Why would Mark Golding put on this blue shirt and go up there and him now represent the country? Eh? Want to tell me how this makes sense? The man the Honduras color figure represent, sit down in the stadium and represent Jamaica. I don't know want to stop with Anjo. I want Jamaica forward. Come answer the question. See, Liz, she just come talk about mental illness. So me have to just give she a break, you know. Liz, take a break. May I come?
Yeah, listen,
Hold a break.
Mark is a special need, man. He have special needs.
Gee, one really think so for you, though?
Yeah, but Mark have special needs, man.
The man put on blue. I first this. The opposition leader of the country in the national stadium. Look at everybody around him. A culture, I'm no culture. Or what? I don't know. I explain. It's culture.
Him nah put on him Him just is what I'm telling you, I thought him a culture. The man is British. The man is there British. Him is an agent. Him can't show up a football match in Jamaican colours. What's the matter with you? The agent must be neutral all the time. The agent must be neutral and wear neutral colours all the time. The man is an agent. Him at work. Him can't show up Jamaican colours. He must show up Jamaican colours and him go ask him what him a do. Because that would mean that him love Jamaica. Not wearing the colours show that him don't love Jamaica. Him and nothing with Jamaica. Him and nothing with Jamaica. Them force him to take this position and him want to be Prime Minister of Jamaica so him can get to serve Britain. Which part of that you don't understand? Him not wear Jamaica colours. How many times that we have had these events and him decide to show up in a neutral colour other than the country's colour. If you want anything clearer than that about what he thinks about himself and his role and what he's here for, him don't represent Jamaica. Him represent the United Kingdom. You know, England, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and Wales. That's where he represents.
No other time for real. I mean, you see, people not understand, say, you have to be consistent. Andrew Holness could have never show up at any international event, sport event, and go wear no other color but the Jamaica. You're representing the country.
Natalie, audience, good night. Also, the coach of the Jamaican team is an Englishman born in England. And 2/3 of the Jamaican team are English-born players. So Mark is indicating that he's really cheering, wearing the blue, because the flag color of England is red, white, and blue. So he's really cheering for the English-born coach and the 2/3 of the players. So he does have a mental health issue because he's cheering on the English representation inside the stadium and not the Jamaicans.
Lord of
not
God.
cheering on Jamaica. Never go there for cheer Jamaica. That was not his intent.
I understand what I'm going. So nobody, say, I hear say, guys, I hear say, I never see it. So I'm say allegedly. Me hear say allegedly, the debate what it happened between him and Nigel Clark in a 2020. Me hear say if you ever see how Mark Golden came to the debate, them have to tell him wife to carry clothes come game. And when them make him put on the clothes and fix him up, if you ever see him come out like say mother beat him, he never want changing clothes.
No, he has Down syndrome.
Kind of something that them have to make him wife carry clothes come give him. And I heard from a very good source. And at least I'm here to see no man.
Jamaica 411 need to speak and tell us why she conclude that Mark was born with Down syndrome. And let me just remind Jamaica 411 that day when we had that discussion and you said that you are convinced that Mark was born with Down syndrome, you were also musing about the fact that he might be adopted.
Well, that is true. Yes, Mrs. was adopted. Kind of look like his mother and his father.
No, man.
But we don't know about the born with Down syndrome thing. But certainly, Natalie, show the picture of him from behind.
No, no.
Show it, man. In the PNP conference, so show it. This man is not right.
Yeah, see him and father there.
Yeah,
look on the man nose. Look on the man nose. Look on the man eye. Look on the shape of the man face. And in that ear, you're funny head. In that ear, you're funny head. Look, I was adopted. I was going to say my jacket, but I'm adopted.
Him eyes are not like his father's, but I think him face kind. I don't know. It's hard to tell because he has a beard. But he doesn't.
And listen to me, man. Jamaica 411 said Mark was adopted, and they adopted him because he's born with Down syndrome. And I'm sorry for him and take him.
Please, on the top of
no, me had nothing to say about him born with Down syndrome. And for me, and I mean that other people, but something desperately wrong with him. Show the picture from the man from behind, Natalie.
Me not show it. Me not want God see me. No go.
Show the picture, man. Show the picture, man.
No, sir.
When Bunting grab him and carry around, well, Signal for him to go around after the cartel business. No, look here. It's a serious thing, you know. The PNP is taking this man who is something is desperately wrong with him.
And they
And I want
know.
on him to put
And
in
they
a different
know.
house. Because then what them think they can do, they can control him and therefore can have control, greater control.
That is so
Come on,
wrong.
come
That
on,
is
come
so
on, come
wrong.
on, come on. You know that them can't control him. Is if he does have some mental issues, if he does have some, if he's bipolar or him have Down syndrome, if at all, then you know that them can't control him.
Asperger, oh, it's not
Asperger's
down. It's what name
disease.
again? What
Autism.
little bit of blood they tell me? Little bit of blood
Autism,
they say my
autism
boy.
and Asperger's.
No.
Make
Asperger,
sure no. Where say look a bit of blood say what?
Asperger name syndrome. That's
Asperger
her
Yeah,
name.
she said that he was socially awkward.
No,
Which
she
is
told me that
autism.
I was. No, she told
Which is
Yeah,
me that I
autism.
was. And since I know
yeah,
I am not, I know say it's tell she had tell me about Mark. Because it's that we
yes,
were
yes,
talking, we
yes.
would have fling out on one another.
That's
And she
true.
just suddenly come out and say, you know, you have a problem. Me say what? And she tell me, says, and when me look, me say, me know that the problem there.
Because she
Me
always
that tease
provides
her at
Michelle
her.
with all information regarding Mark.
She have her ways
Lord
of doing things.
Jesus.
Asperger's
I
syndrome
think
is autism. It's a stage of autism.
But look here, you know.
yes, it is.
Understand, you know. Natalie, you have worked with people with some of these conditions. You know that them can't control him.
Me nah say nothing.
Them can't control him.
Me nah say
And
a
them had
word.
this stick man. I want to come fling him up on the
One
people
thing I would
because what?
say,
The delegates and vote for him.
one thing I would say is that it is very inhumane and it's very cruel and evil for anybody to put somebody like Mark Golding with. Let me just say this. It is very obvious that there's a lot of deficits there. I'm not going to put no label upon him right here, so
So,
because
No
so
man.
you are saying
No, we
then
don't know. We
that
don't
hold
want
on,
to.
man,
hold on there,
God now senior is autistic.
hold on
He,
there.
please,
So hold on
please
there. So
stop
hold
it.
Don't
on there.
know
So
what
you
wrong
are
with him.
saying
There's
that.
something wrong with him.
So you are saying then, Natalie, you are saying then that we should call in the police to arrest Dayton Camp and Angela Brownberg for abusing a sick person.
Well, you
yes,
know what? You
yes.
might you might talk it like a joke, but I think it is abusive because you see,
Yeah.
when you do things like this, it affects people and it also affects the job that they are supposed to be doing. Because if the person is not capable to do the job, you are putting them in a position to perform a job that they're not capable of. So they are
It's
pushing
abuse.
themselves and trying to work overtime, and it is a very cruel thing. You're not supposed to
Yes,
be pushing
abuse.
those kind of people to do work that they're not capable of doing. And then also, they become a spectacle and also they become a victim of unfair criticisms. Because it's
Yeah,
something
that's
wrong with him
true.
for true. We're not really supposed to criticize, but them put him out in the public. You know, see how them are the wicked.
Yes,
Them
PJ
put him out,
started
them
it.
put him out in the public and the whole of them. Dayton
PJ
Campbell,
started it.
Dayton Campbell,
PJ.
Tappy.
PJ said him bring him and him tell him must be prepared. The PJ says so the PJ must come.
When you see while is have to go down tonight. Listen, when Mark Golding first became leader of the PNP, Dayton Campbell was behaving like a person who behaving like a medical personnel who travels with people to give them their medication.
Yes,
Everywhere you see Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell. I mean, I said, then
It was
I
the
was,
first one. It
eh?
was the first one. Yes, everywhere Mark go, he was there.
With
And
the
then it was
general secretary,
Bunting.
me I say,
Yeah, and then it was
you
Bunting,
never
and
seen no
then
leader.
Silvera.
You never seen a leader yet with no 24-hour supervision kind of situation. Me I say no
And
man.
notice,
Bunting
and
do
notice that
I just tell you no. Them wicked for what them do because they know say something is it is no novel, it is no secret. It is very clear that there is something fundamentally wrong. The man cannot perform the job where them put him in because of certain deficits. I
Something
could
wrong with
say a
him.
lot more, but me not going to
Them
say a
put
lot more because me have a responsibility for don't, you understand, go to certain
Now, what
lengths.
is your responsibility? What is your
thank you for
responsibility for doing
reminding
what?
us. Hold
Huh?
on there. Thank you for reminding us because you're right. When he was going out on the road, it was Dayton behind him. Then Bunting, and then when we start to criticize Bunting and calling him handbag or what? Back
Back
pocket,
pocket
brag or
rag.
something like so.
Back pocket
Him
rag.
disappeared. And then Silvera took over. And from Silvera took over. And
Them
then now, yeah,
the silver there.
the only place you see
Yes,
him when
sir.
I have a back pocket rag with him is in a jungle.
And
Right?
then after
The
Sylvia, then
man.
Angela.
Look
And it's
here,
always
guys.
men. No, not a woman with him. It's always men you see with him, a chaperone him. And then even in the parliament, he could not stand to have Natalie sit down behind him. If you notice from Natalie move, I saw some man sit down behind him and somebody always occupy that seat to make
Oh
sure.
my Lord.
So nobody, no woman not go sit down behind him. You know, they might
I've
go sit
never
down and
noticed
want to
that.
talk to somebody. They might go sit down behind him and want to say something to one of them colleagues if the seat is empty. So they make sure the person who's put behind him now is McKeon. Even when Angela, after they moved Natalie, you know, Angela was the one who went behind him. And for about 2 or 3 weeks or so, suddenly she moved. And the seat empty and then there's a Dr. Guy in it. And now it's Mikhail occupy the seat. The man, something is wrong with the
What is it?
man.
If I rotate them.
It's not him running the him not
No,
run the
them now
party,
so them to
no.
rotate themselves.
Him not run the party, no.
Wait
It's
there.
him not run the party. It's a team behind him for them know say him sick.
Look here
And not
now.
him a run the
Wait now.
party.
Liz, the opposition leader of the country, don't them have to have automatic security?
Yeah.
Them not really need to have nobody a hold up no umbrella over them and them sitting there. Call upon Sylvia.
And believe me when I tell you, him have security. I have never seen an
And don't
opposition leader
have
with so much security around him. Him full of security, you
them
know.
him have them down on the podium. Him have them on the podium with him and him have them down on the floor. I face the audience like at the end. Me no know PNP people not see it, you know,
Yes,
unless they
and
see it
they are
and I wonder why.
and they and they are
Visible.
visible. They are visible all over the place, and them black people from going on. I mean, them like at the PNP conference, you have security on the two entrances. Is security them stand up behind him. Them stand up behind the podium. They are just so visible. I've never seen anything like that
I
before, and
don't
I
think
wonder why.
I don't think country will have so much security like him.
A
Yes,
lie.
but you have never seen them. Them not visible unless you might
Me
travel.
see Dr. Phillips about security, I think it's because he was national security minister, right? And when he went on the podium last year, right, the security stopped right at the top of the steps and then him go up on the stage, right, and then greet the people and the people and that create whole heap of excitement. No, Mark, them walk on the platform with Mark, all when them go greet the people, so one of them a walk back at him. I
Because
never
of
see
his
nothing so.
autism. Because of his autism and they don't know what how he reacts to crowd, you know. How he reacts to crowd is also a part of his medical situation.
Liz,
Plus,
Liz, Liz, Liz. Relax yourself.
We don't know if it's
Hold
autism, but
on.
something wrong with him.
Here now. After me just gonna tell you if it's come take this. Hold on, cool man.
No, me not saying it's autism, but something wrong with him.
he is autistic and them know. That's why he has so much security detail.
Natalie,
Hmm?
I fell asleep last night on last night's live when you were talking about something about forgiveness. And then we haven't spoken from morning, so I don't know what it was about. What was that? You don't mind doing like a recap of that?
I don't mind. The risers them realize say them not have enough people that support them. So right now, meanwhile, them as a time come. I want them to put the video in. I want to show no one video. Meantime, them as a time come, them a tell certain comrades to go in at the spaces because say them the people them who are resist Mark Golding, they need to forgive them, forgiveness. Because Jesus Christ forgive people for them sin and one heap of
What about Judas?
eh? What they do with
What
Judas?
about Judas? Yeah, Judas not gonna hang himself.
Could you no
Never
repeat
get no
that for me
forgiveness.
again? No? Repeat that again for me, please. I didn't
They
hear.
said that
Repeat. Me out touch it on.
they said that everybody deserve forgiveness, and if you were forgiven, and the Bible said this, and one big sermon, my love, one big sermon said forgive. Remember not PG, Liz have me a call PG now. Remember KD Knight say, idiot, you have to face the reality. The people them say Mark Golding will never become prime minister because of what he did. So remember, said the very next day, them come and go to church, them do remember the unity exercise where them blindfold people and sitting and tie up thread and rope. So right now, forgiveness, them depend, they want forgiveness.
So who leading
Forgiveness,
that?
but them not ask for forgiveness.
What you say?
Now the fool and turn back. Me don't know what to call him. The newly minted
Yeah.
risers them.
Oh, the newly minted risers. Forgiveness. Did they outline to us how we go about with that forgiveness?
Them say for us look to God and the word of God.
Okay.
Again, Mark don't know
All
nothing
right.
about that decision.
So
Well,
what
let's
should
look
we
to God
suggest
now.
then?
Let's
Hold
look
on.
to God
If we
then,
ever
no?
look to
No, man. Let's
yeah,
look to God then, no? Let's look to God.
and send
If
him
you're right and
and
I
send him
offend you,
a
what you
lent,
want to do with it?
If
send him
you're
a
right
lent or
and
rope.
offend, if the right and offend you. Jamaica Politics Uncovered subscribers in that comment. Where Bible say if you're right and offend you, where you
If you're
do?
right and offend you, what should you do with it?
Chop it off.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, but if we go follow the Bible, we can't send him a lent or rope. Me then a Kingston now, but maybe Karen can arrange it.
Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, Lord, yeah. Well,
Send him a lent or rope, man, 'cause I'm a Judas and
if
traitor.
if I may say, um, something about that, Natalie, briefly, because the art of forgiveness, as Jesus preached it and taught us to, is that is asking for it. We are the Bible people on this life. When you can't tell me if I'm wrong. The art of forgiveness, as taught by Jesus in every story, in every aspect of Jesus' life on the earth, and in every one of his sermons and discussions that he has had about forgiveness, it is centered around asking for it. And it starts with our relationship with his Father, God. It starts with our relationship. So God will forgive us, but will we ask him to forgive us? So I am not saying that people shouldn't forgive. And the truth of the matter is, if you think about it real hard, forgiveness is something that comes easy to most people. It's just people keep telling themselves that they have not forgiven somebody about something. But what we're going to do with Judas now, after him betray Jesus?
Judas have to deal with in conscience, because
Ah,
that is what brought him to his demise, right?
ah. So let us ask ourselves, ask the Bible people for your life. Let us ask ourselves a question. Because I think it's somewhere in Matthew them talk about when Judas betrayed Jesus, and that Jesus was, and when Judas saw that was what going to happen to Jesus, him get frightened and remorseful, and him want to give him back the money, and him all kind of things start happening to Judas when him realize what all that he did. And Judas run up and down and him want to give back the man them the money, and him start tell people say make a mistake, and people start running. You remember those parts in the Bible about Judas betrayal? Yeah? And he want to
Yes,
give back the
and then he
money and him
committed
feel funny.
suicide.
What I'm
Yes.
saying, then Judas realizing that him not going to get that forgiveness, he went and did the honorable thing. The honorable thing. Him find piece of rope on a tree with him 30 pieces in him pocket. And him did the honorable thing. Now if Mark Golding, for what he has done to the People's National Party, And what he has done to the People's National Party is not just for the People's National Party, it extends to Jamaica. Because by what he has done, he has now denied Jamaica an effective opposition party. By what he did to the People's National Party to seize power, by extension, he denied Jamaica an opposition party. He denied Jamaica an opposition leader who is going to be supportive of the country and help to build the country while trying to gain political power. He denied Jamaica an opposition leader who would not organize people to go protest against our country and foreign soil. He denied People's National Party and the Jamaican people an opposition leader that can say to them, listen, this man that you elected in 2020, he promised that I'm going to do this, and me, the opposition leader, as a Jamaican-born Jamaican man or woman, would do better. He deny us that because he's not Jamaican. He's British. And he represents the British government. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Them need to think that no, me not beat up on them for ask for forgiveness, you know. Them just need to think it through carefully. What exactly them asking us to do? Them asking us to betray ourselves and betray our country. To forgive him would mean for me to forgive him mean me I betray my family and my community.
Yes.
Not just forgiveness, but also acceptance.
Yes.
Acceptance is a different matter.
This is where the insult comes in now, because you can't ask for forgiveness all you want, but you certainly don't have the right to tell people that while you're forgiving me, you have to accept me at the same time. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because you are all we have. And you're dead and you're not gone away and we're not move him. He might go stay and nobody can get rid of him. And he might go turn Jamaica's prime minister and all kind of something. And we must love it up. No, we can't do that. Me don't know about you. Me don't know, but can't speak for Natalie and 411 and Princess, you know. But if you asking me to forgive him, I may talk to them who asking that question. I'm sorry, I never stay awake last night and one listening. If you asking me to forgive him and to accept him, you are asking me to betray everything that Jesus said I must do. You're asking me to betray my family, my community. You're asking me to betray Jamaica. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You can't ask us to forgive this man.
For us.
Have mercy.
You know, so I see one meme. They make one meme what do you know? I think a Ash Wednesday. One Ash Wednesday we just gone, they make one meme. I know saying at the meme, them put Mark Gold in a Jesus clothes. And they have one cross and him a carry the cross. And then say Mark Gold in a carry him sin. No, me have to really look on that and laugh, you know, because you remember all the man they that carry the cross go for the God crucifixion. I saw they have him carry the cross, you know. So the people say, that cross that him is bearing is exactly what is happening. You see?
So he must first go, he must ask for forgiveness. And if him asking for forgiveness, him have to repent. Him have to acknowledge his wrong. Him have to publicly
Him have to leave the
acknowledge.
Him have to leave the position. Him have to leave the position.
Yes.
It's the position him want. And the only reason why I'm asking, hold on, lady, it's my turn now. The only reason why I'm asking for forgiveness is because when fight and war and spend $1.6 billion for, now gonna happen for them so that they can get in a Jamaica house, go get back their money. $1.6 billion is a lot of money for anybody to spend.
So
even for them for
money.
Then where you think them will get it from? From the Jamaican, out of the Jamaican consolidated fund.
No, may I say if they don't get in there, or them going to get back their money, them are going to sit down in our opposition, so.
Forgiveness
them are going to leave because it will cost them more. Them are going to leave.
Forgiveness can only become.
Explain to the people how it's going to cost them more.
Well, the longer them stay there, the people who them calling risers, now rise and not get no money, you know, them have to pay them. Right?
And anytime that dry up, them are going to leave them.
Them gone because as soon as you don't realize as soon as you hear them a talk and all of a sudden everybody stop talk about politics. Then go and talk about everything else, all COVID and all kind of something. And then all of a sudden them start again. The money dry up.
But you know what's interesting? I saw a video where during the last conference you had about half dozen PNP YO members, and them have the the saving pan them we used to use at Jamaica.
Which
And
one?
the saving pan them where you cut the top right and drop money night, man.
Yeah.
So I see about half dozen PNP YO young people stand up at the front of the conference. So the woman pan the mic say, "Comrades, I know you guys are looking like what's gonna happen." And then the people them know with the saving pan I go around and ask the people them for money. Me I say, but look at this manipulation. The man come and say him have money. Dayton Campbell say elect him cause him have money. Then when you have people go around in the conference with saving pan and take away look at people them money. You look at people them lunch money and bus fare. So you give the people them money for go the conference, so you go ask them to take back the money and put back in the saving pan.
When them should have leave with money.
Yeah, because they have money, so you know, since you're scamming, not scamming that man.
Yes.
Scammer them there. A scamming. They said the people them are look and say, yeah, people have a money leader now. You have to see the people them face. Me I said in the video, you have to see the people them face. When the white it look like it's a stick up. When they look why your people them stand in front, them line up with
the regular PNP delegates at conference don't normally contribute. Them just deliver make the nice. The contribution come from those who make the most money while PNP in power. The big contractors, them and the medium contractors, them and all of the grifters, them and all of them who work with ministers and all of them who get money through work. And them contribute, man. The other people them now give them conference money back to the PNP. No PNP now do that. Matter of fact, them outside and smoke and drink soup and eat and yum.
Them tell the people them say no matter how small it is. I say, oh God, then the man comes say him have money and look what them do to the people them.
Yeah, because them are dole out enough. I mean, when you think about it, it's from 2019 till now. That is what, 5 years, right? Them contribute about 320 million a year on average. By next year, it reach $2 billion. That them
How much money they have spent to control the PNP?
That is why look here. Them look here and I get up so them are talk about the labor right them now get up so easy.
I think your finger cover up your volume phone.
Hey, that the people them get them forget wicked from them, have to get wicked from them, because the labor right them now get up so. Right? And how them are
projecting.
How what a dog fight this going to be. Right? So then gone off foreign when they can't get the support. Them want we to stop talk. That's what them are talk about forgive. Like they hear said politics are church. Politics are not church. Right? Him now must do him wrong against the party and the country. To put him I mean, them not even try to fight fear enough. Them try and then lose. And then also make them join up with the party and make the party win. Them set out to make the party lose, knowing that if the party lose the general election that was due in 2021, right? If the party lose, Dr. Peter Phillips would be obliged to leave, right? So them never wanted no chance. Then plotted and then carry on and leak out all the man medical record and do everything that they needed to do to make sure the party win and Dr. Peter Phillips went, right? And now them in the position now, and we found them out. Them are going to tell about to forgive them. A jackass and take away for them things that we are them risers, them things that we are idiots.
We are some kind of turn back resistance. We are some turn back resistance got turn risers. No, we're not that.
All of them are idiots. All of them are idiots.
We're not that. We're not that. They only forgiveness is from after
you can go support somebody who did something. This man does not display characteristics that is befitting of somebody who should be leading in the country. And you are trying to put in there because of a party? No.
Yeah, because of the party. Yeah, because support a party. Yeah.
So it look to me like say What am I do with Andrew now? The lying and the whole heap of wickedness. I want to play one
What?
video. I'm going to say, guys, mute your mic if you're not speaking real quick. Let me just play this video and make a comment and hear one answer on this with Andrew Wellness.
Times we forget to remind people of what the PNP did in their 18 and a half years plus their 4 years that they had recently, because somehow them talk as if they are lily white and clean and as if they are starting fresh and new and that their history is not a part of their DNA. And it struck me as I sat in the car park in my car watching the young people here who joined the Labour Party. Some of them are 18 and 19 and 20. Many of them would not know the history, the dark history of the PNP in this country, how they destroyed this country. Many.
What may I go say about that video, yeah?
What are we Andrew live, you know? I want to make it lively, so.
Wait no, man. The man tired of them a text it pan him. Wait now. What may I go say to Andrew? Andrew want to support them. We no over here too. Members of parliament, councillor, whosoever. Let me just say this. We no know over here, so nobody no get partial. We gotta just start the truth how it is. Andrew Holness needs to get a hold of himself. You see them the style where I come with you now? Don't allow those people to make you lose your composure. That's the first thing. The second thing is, nobody no want to hear about what PNP the 25, 35, 55 years ago. Me no say you can't remind the people them what Mark Golden, because Mark Golden and Bunting and them I try defame and destroy you as a politician. So nothing wrong if you remind the people them and tell the people them about the financial criminality where they go on with, the meltdown and them something there. You don't even need to go into depth about that. Just tell the people them the basic. But don't go up there and point up your finger and go on like date on them. Don't do that, man.
And lie, because the PNP had destroyed the country in 18 and a half years. He would not have been Prime Minister of Jamaica.
We don't want to hear nothing about no 18 years. We don't even want to hear about 10 years ago. Let us focus on the future of the country, what you do as Prime Minister and where you want the country to go in the future, and tell the people them say Mark Golden engineer Finsack. That's all they need to say. But not hurt me more than when me see a man they on a political platform and the man a wave him finger and a lift up him frack, a date on them style that. Keep your composure. You see Obama out there right now, they are about a campaign for Kamala Harris. And Obama has taken the position to go after Donald Trump to remind the American people of what he has done, what he did. You see them are insurrectionists, you know. Golden and Bunting them are insurrectionists like Trump. Reminding the people that when Donald Trump never win, when him do, him call Georgia about all him need 11,000 more vote. Line up the people them for go up a capital, he go kill off the people them. So he was doing it in such a way that he was composed. He looked like the bigger man, the better man, the adult in the room. You can never allow these people to make you lose your composure. You have been composed the whole time. There's no need right now to get in front of the people them and start do that. This is a constructive criticism.
I agree. Let me just my 2 cents too before Michelle go on, because Michelle have a lot to say about that. I agree with you in some respect, partially. I agree with you. But this is a campaign, and Mr. Oldest have to show a little bit of passion. Maybe that clip, those passion have to be shown in the party forum, when in party people them. But if I'm talking about new young people that just join the JLP, and if I'm talking about him going to now carve out a message, and yes, him have got to talk about Mark Golden and Dayton Campbell, and he would make a very effective case if he would defend the PNP in some respects and talk about what these men did to the PNP.
Don't worry yourself, man. Warmington, Warmington, if you're there, so Warmington. I'm here far in Warmington.
No, elections are about the future. Yes. But there's a necessity to remind young people, if the PNP have a group of young people like the ones that Mr. Andrew is talking to now, them have a responsibility to also educate them. So Mr. Owens have to find a different forum in order to educate these young people as to what the policies of the PNP were that he thought was destructive to Jamaica. Not in that kind of way, but he have to tell them. So while it is about the future, he need to mention it. As you said, Obama out there and Kamala do it too. It's a balance. You have to remind people of why they voted them out. And then now you have to put forward why they voted you and why they should continue to vote for you. But if you live in the past, it's going to be ineffective to make that case to the voters.
Thank you.
So the case have to be a balance. Let me tell you the young people, because Uno wasn't around. So and so and so and so and so. And let me tell you what I have done for the last X amount of years and what I intend to do. So it's a balance him have to strike. So him have to get that passion, but him have to strike the balance.
And also,
but that was only. But hold on, there. That was only a small tip. We don't know what he was saying before and after that. Don't know, Karen.
And there would be aspect of that presentation where he would have been a little bit more calm. There must be.
And that's is what I'm saying. That is why I'm saying you have Mark Gold in them and wait for him slip up. You have the local ticky vloggers them where wait for him slip up. You have the media upon him have to be careful.
About what?
Him.
That is not a slip up.
He has
that's the labor right. That's the labor right opinion. That's the labor right opinion of the 18 years.
It's a campaign.
Well, on guys, I strongly believe that when you are competing against somebody, no matter how hostile it gets, you have to hold your composure. Them say he that upsets you control you. You see, even when you go home and we are reaching your house, you start take off your clothes and cut some cloth long from here, so go down a punish down road. Nobody not supposed to see you go on some man. Compose yourself.
I don't think that was a loss of himself. I think that was a passionate presentation. And it's politics. And I'm going to leave that.
No. When I think about Dayton Campbell, no.
No, not telling. Hold on. This is not American politics.
No. Don't do that.
This is not American politics and it's not Canadian politics. So then stand up and say something nice it is. And South American politics and galang bad and that the people in love.
So when time Dayton go drop him draws out there, won't I go say?
That's totally different.
But the PNP people love it. That's what we say Jamaican style.
Not many PNP people love when Dayton drop him draws and fling off him wig and put him cigarette inside.
Maybe not Dayton because of what I must say.
Yeah. But the PNP people, them like to see them leaders passionate when them in presentation. Nobody like your Dayton Campbell. Nobody like to see him with him nasty mouth, fling up him dirty frack in the ear and drop him draws. Nobody likes to see that.
As a student of psychology, Andrew Wallace, if you're over here, you what me I say to you, don't make nobody say them are roughly you. You understand? Hold your composure and say what you need to say to the people. Because you see body language is very important, The way you express yourself, people are watching, people are look. Don't do that, man. Look, let me play it again. I want to tell me. Hold on.
No, but that is just a clip. We can't just judge from based on a clip. You ever see Portia?
So what if it's just a clip? We're seeing what we're seeing. Well,
but you ever see Portia carry on and Portia talk fair people? Typical.
And when they say about Portia, well on.
To remind people of what the PNP did in their 18 and a half years plus their 4 years that they had recently, because somehow them talk as if they are lily white and clean and as if they are starting fresh and new and that their history is not a part of their DNA. And it struck me as I sat in the car park in my car watching the young people here who joined the Labour Party. Some of them are 18 and 19 and 20. Many of them would not know the history, the dark history of the PNP in this country, how they destroyed this country. Many.
You have to hold a composure. Look on this now.
That's good. This is my song. Put no troubles on my back. Go away.
That you want to do, Natalie?
No, wait, no, man. No. At the body language and the composure and the unbothered. Uno want tell the man things to bring down yourself, you know. If Andrew
Natalie, you have seen clips of man. You have seen clips, Natalie. You see clips. You see clips of Michael Manley. You see clips of Michael Manley. Next time. Oh, you talk to man. The man talk like him a Michael Manley, and the whole of them pass behind him. And you know, you're the bell them a ring. And some politicians talk in Jamaica. Eh?
They talk so much crap. He might talk like Michael Manley. Compare.
Princess Kachapra. Me have tried to show Natalie said Michael Manley was a passionate speaker too. When him a chat passionate, so him carry on passionate up. As of Jamaican politician talk, see I got talk the way they took. Maybe not maybe not here. No man.
Look here.
Politics all across the globe passionate.
In this season where you have so much nastiness going on in politics, it is time now for the adult in the room to stand up. Una read the room, you know. Una read the political room, you know.
No, but you don't understand the Jamaican politics, Natalie. This is not America. No, look here. Then the politician that were not in America come to Jamaica now, then they never make it in a politics. People want people to make nice on them.
Nobody going like you want to undermine me. What you mean by me not understand Jamaica politics? Don't have them sitting there, man.
Crap, shut up, crap. Because politics is local anywhere you go across the globe.
Otavada.
Man, in
Michelle. God.
When Portia make up her nice about her people, they must saw the comrade, they must blow them sitting on a carry on. I don't think that Jamaican people love the people.
Michelle, a different occasion. You can't
Michelle, boy, you say it again. Michelle Moore say it again. That's why she don't understand Jamaican politics.
No, she don't understand Jamaican politics. She thinks that Obama stand up and call and make a righteous speech there. That's a nice speech there.
Remember, see, I'm the student of psychology, though. I'm telling you to say, what on every method you have to apply to every situation, there's a formula for every situation. Andrew Holness is coming under some serious and some nasty attack. And the politics of Jamaica in this time has never been, me no know, it's like the intellectual thing. There's no intellectual thing going on in our politics, especially from the PNP side at this time. So Andrew Holness must maintain his class. No, it's not the time for that. When him win, him can point up in their face and them something there. But right now, just watch your body language.
Natalie.
Look here now, you want to give the man bad advice.
Natalie, me not give full advice. Making a comment. Look, listen to this. 83% of the people of this country are on minimum wage and less. Poor people, and most of them not educated, right? And them wants people to talk strong. You know, see when Martin did turn up a little bit the other day during the election, you know, you're like, the same kind of thing, you know, it's just that whole less more expression with him hand them go on, right?
So now that's
the people don't like the people. Hold on, you can in a parliament talk on the people's behalf and then say you not do nothing. Then I see what you do. But it's when you start to loud up the thing and start make some noise, then feel say you talk passionately for them because some of them they like to cuss and go on too. Just the people.
Yes,
and the audience.
Mark Golden, come talk about get wicked pan them. We need cooler heads to prevail in this time. People in the JLP can do the roof and make them kind of nice. They warm in time. Him same in a cabinet, so I go talk anything when I want to talk, say. Right?
Go warm me.
Andrew Wallace must maintain his class.
Natalie, a
maintain.
war.
What
A
we
political
we
war.
don't need no war at this time.
Natalie,
Well,
it's a
you can't
political
have one
no
bag of
war.
war
Not,
and you not
it's
respond.
not. It's not a war. It's not a war physical. It's a war of words and
No, I
posture.
get that.
Well,
I
I know
totally.
it's a war of words and posture, and everybody have to act a role. Everybody have a role to play. Now, after Mr. Wallace have been beaten and battered by Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell for a couple of months now, I feel him time. So
No.
whatever him go there go say, and when he's on a political platform, yes, he's still the prime minister, but he's always on a political platform campaigning in his capacity as a leader of his
Yes, and
party.
the
And
glean
a
of them
man
and
seeking
the
no.
glean of them
And
and
a man
everybody they
no
always out
no.
there. The
And a
PM,
man seeking
the
seeking to get
G2K people
power.
them, the G2K people them supposed to all them see them and Jones attack, you know. The G2K people them are them supposed to go in at the town hall and attack them something there.
No, Natalie. Nobody now
And a
vote for
campaign
G2K.
time yet.
No, Natalie. No, Natalie. Michelle is right.
A political
No.
party is not just about the leader.
No, no,
It's a
Michelle, no,
group of
Natalie. They're
people.
not voting for G2K. No matter who the
What you
members
mean
of
by
parliament are, they're not people not voting for G2K. People voting
the
for the
people
prime
them are
minister.
vote for the people them are vote for the
Them are,
entire JLP.
no. Them are vote for the prime minister, yeah. Them are vote for the JLP, yeah. And them are gonna vote for a member of parliament to make up that 32. But them focus is on who the leader is. Yeah, we're not leader centric too tough, much. Them are gonna vote for individual MP, but there is still a level of leader centricism in the political process. And so Andrew always have to out there. And if him don't go out there to defend himself in a forcible way, people going to look at him as being weak and
No,
wishy-washy.
we're
And
not
or him let
saying
a little Englishman knock him off MGM and him can't answer. You
no,
can't have that.
we're not saying don't defend yourself and don't talk strong. But you guys are losing focus. I am talking about his body language and the way that he's doing things. There's a way to do things, you know. You cannot lose your class. You cannot lose your composure. Suppose Lisa did for deal with Mark them and Bunting them and Dayton them and Rise them like how them deal with her. You see what I say? You have to maintain your class, man. You can't drop off no time at all. You have to
Ah,
always maintain your class,
we dis-
even in the
we agree, we disagree, and we agree because him have to answer them, and him have to say something, and him have to sound passionate, and him have
there's
to look
nothing
the part.
wrong.
Him have to play the part and him have to look the part. So therefore him can't feign. Him can't go out and campaigning and pretending like him is Mr. Nice Guy, pretty guy. Mark Golding for a year and a half now has been calling him a crook. Mark Golding for a year and a half, him and him pedophile general secretary tell the country that Andrew Holness is a thief. And then him go out there start shout illicit six. And him out there and saying election we have to call. The government was going to resign. Come on, man. Come on, if Mr. Holness was doing that to Mark Golding, I would expect that Mark Golding go to go create nice too. Is it the shoe is just at the different feet now? But for a year and a half, it's a year and a half now, you know. They have been out there, you know, beating bad mind out of Mr. Holness, you know. Telling the
Natalie,
whole country that him is a crook. Telling the whole country that he's been investigated for illicit enrichment. Telling the whole country and the rest of the world all kind of things about him. Organize people for going to foreign country to demonstrate and protest against him because the country now run good because the government corrupt. Come on, man. And you expect me to
No,
come on a
Mark,
platform and say,
Natalie,
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Michael Holness, and everything that Mark Golden has been saying is a damn lie. That's what
when
you
I
want him to
want
come
to
and
see
say?
everybody, Karan,
Natalie,
let me tell you something.
Natalie,
Well on there.
Natalie,
Well
before
on
you
there.
say,
And everybody supposed to go down in the gutter. Mark and them people they are gutter rat and rise them. And
but
them stay in the
Natalie,
gutter. Andrew Wallace
Natalie,
must not. Me no business one I want to say no. You see, anytime him lose him class and him sense of decency, when been a carry all this time, nobody now say him not supposed to defend himself. But do not do it in such a way that you are going to start looking like them. Me no
But
know
now
if
we're
that's
not
sad
saying
in
that
that
what
time
you
that
show, but the clip that you show a while ago, Natalie, doesn't justify that argument.
no
No, it doesn't.
justified to me. Me know
It's
what me
a,
I
it's
say.
a, it's a, yeah, well, to you, but it's an ordinary clip with him getting passionate about starting him opening argument against them. I figure that's him opening argument because him can't go out there, him and him people them go tell life on PNP or PNP destroying a country, because PNP never destroying a country. So that is just him opening an argument, getting him warm up for start deal with Mark Golding and Peter Bunting. And then because PNP never mash up Jamaica, contrary to what him and him peoples them and him bloggers them saying, PNP never mash up Jamaica, so PNP build Jamaica. So that is just him opening salvo. And it can be accepted because Mark Golding is the leader of the PNP now, rising to PNP.
No,
And that is where the attack is going to come from.
Mark Gordon and Omar Davis and Bunting them mash up the people them, the 44,000 people them. That is a mash up, you know.
Yeah, but Natalie,
Yeah?
I understand. You see that the cabinet meeting, Andrew Oles was advised by a cabinet minister. You need to go there, put on back your class and go sit from Mark Golding. I was told that he was advised, stop hide, put on your jeans and your class and go back out and go sit from Mark Golding. It's a cabinet minister telling that. Stop hide.
Yeah, but in spite of how the politics have changed, and I'm not advising the GLP, but going at the PNP don't seem like a good strategy to me, because the country already know that Mark and Bunting destroy the PNP to capture it, to take leadership of it, and good thinking Jamaicans know that the PNP never destroy Jamaica and mash up the country. I do no such thing. But
so what he should be doing is looking to attack Mark and Bunting.
That is what he should be doing.
He can't do that. He can't do that. He can't do that. He need to talk about the PNP in order to remember someone tried to turn off the PNP voters, you know.
Yes, but what he would be more effective at doing is making a case.
Somebody I thought about say this is not America. You see, this is why the people
Natalie, hold on. What him need to do, him have to draw the contrast with the PNP, because the PNP is the next part, is the other party, is the GLP and PNP. But him should use most of his time, I believe, in pointing out. Look, a matter of fact, Andrew Oles could be a kind of surrogate for the PNP. The PNP people them who know that Mark Golding and Peter Bunting them mash up the PNP to gain power, and Andrew Oles could make that effective case. Look what the man them do to the good People's National Party. We don't have the party to run against now, because look what the man them do. You know, it could make a case like that.
That would be effective. Yes, that would be effective.
That would be very, very effective. Look what the man them do to Norman Manley Party. Michael Manley must be turning over his grave now. We would be having a good campaign going on now. Me and PG or me and Portia. But look what the two capitalist hustlers them do to Norman Manley Party.
Yeah, man. And even talk about the time when Mark got the function for Norman Manley, and I talk about them for cut it short because he has somewhere to go. All them so he couldn't say that. He couldn't say that. But him having people him to say.
Yeah, but look at that. Him could also say Mark Golding trying to change the founder of the People's National Party. Him could make those effective cases. Those things would be effective.
And rile up the PNP people.
Rile up the PNP comments them when they come out come vote for him. Remind them of Mark Golding and Peter Bunting did to the PNP.
Don't try to beat up the PNP from PJ. People don't know what that is.
And PNP never mash up the country. Michelle, mute the thing when the nice are passing. That PNP never mash up the country. PNP never mash up Jamaica. But PNP will make the same case that the GLP mash up Jamaica at some point. It's a back and forth thing that has been going on for decades. But Mr. Owens better understand that argument not going to work.
So
not with the young people.
In other words, you're saying that. In other words, I know what that I agree with. In other words, you're saying that rather than attack the PNP, if you run with the PNP voters, them, him need to try to attract them by sympathizing with them.
Remind them what Mark Golding and Peter Bunting did to the good People's National Party.
Yes,
I don't think so, Natalie. By telling them what Peter Bunting and Mark Golding do to the PNP, it will actually turn off the PNP, the PNP voters, and probably insist them go about their business.
No,
right? So that make them want a poll.
But him not just want labor rights alone for vote for him. Him not for
no, but no PNP now vote for him. No PNP now vote for him. What you talking?
Look here, man. You know for stop them.
They would rather not vote. But Jamaica will live, Natalie. You forget about Jamaica.
Look here. You see,
They would rather not vote.
stuck in the die-hearted mentality. Die-hearted politics almost
Jesus, we're
done with
not
the
talking
Jamaican.
die-hearted politics, Natalie. We are talking reality. The
You have
reality.
people. Then Michelle, look here. This time in a politics in a Jamaica, have you ever seen so many people across floor in a Jamaica politics? One time? No.
Of
People
course.
are with
Of course.
no,
A long,
not like
long time
this
that have
now.
gone.
Look here, we have never seen. Listen to what I just said. We have never seen so many people.
Michelle, right? A long time crowd one, but die-hard politics has not died.
Liz, let me finish my statement so that you can actually hear what I say. We have never in the history of Jamaican politics seen so many people at the same time crossing the floor. That has never happened in our history because the
Not true,
politics.
Natalie.
It is
That's happening at
absolutely
Siaga, with
true.
Siaga time. That's happening at Siaga time. A lot
How
of
much people
JLP
cross
was
one
crossing the
time?
floor.
How much people cross one time? Come with the numbers now.
They not only crossed, some of them left go form their own party.
Me not talk about farm one party. Me not talk
But
about
that's the same
cross.
thing, Natalie.
No,
It don't matter. A
no,
long time this thing have gone.
no.
But
You
anyway,
just say, wait a man. You just say that PNP people them not going to support the government. So Andrew not fi try to get no PNP support. Now that you just say.
Natalie, they died.
Answer the question
What
now.
happened? Hold on, man. In 2020, when the PNP lost the election, rather than vote JLP, them don't go vote for the man them make them lose their seat. People, if them don't have a habit, you will have people that will vote JLP, but you won't find too many. If him a go try that, him a go waste his breath.
Look here.
Well, for example, if the councillor guy, the councillor man them from Westmoreland, James, if James is the JLP candidate against Ian Hales, a lot of PNP are gonna vote for James.
But them already vote for him and make him
Yeah, and them are gonna vote, and them are gonna, and if him is a candidate against Ian Hales, them are gonna vote for him again. Yeah, them vote for James. Now for PNP people, and them are gonna vote for him if him gets
Natalie, it is not a sensible strategy for any one of the party leader then to focus them attention on trying to get the other vote.
No, that is never a strategy. That is never a strategy.
Look here, don't put no
The
words in the mouth.
strategy is to get out the strategy is to get your vote out. Just your vote you must concentrate on.
Look here. I am not saying that nobody should go there go focus on getting the other side to vote. But if you want to maximize your chances of getting the most votes, you go out there to appeal to everybody. JLP, PNP, and independents. What kind of
But everybody does that. That is not unusual.
So where you oppose about?
I don't think she was. I don't think she was opposing. No, she was not opposing. What Michelle is saying is that.
Look here, on a point of order, hold on.
This is not the war room. That is not the war room. There's no point of order, you say.
Who want to talk like say the Prime Minister not to go out, they go appeal to nobody but JLP support. What kind of damn foolish is that?
I never tell you that.
That's foolish.
No, that's what you said.
He has to appeal to all voters. But you said something earlier. Die-hard voters will never die. Never. What they will do, Carl Samuda leave the JLP and came to the PNP for one full term. All his voters came with him and they voted PNP because he spent 5 years with the PNP. When he went back to the JLP, all his
they
voters
went with him again and they voted JLP.
So, die-hard voters will never die and they will always be there. Now, Andrew Holness, good politicians have to look votes from the other side by the arguments they present. For example, the late, great patriot, Dr. Linville George Bloomfield. How did he campaign? Dr. Bloomfield knows say, from my avenue in my household, There are 10 votes is JLP votes. So what did Dr. Linville George Bloomfield do uniquely? He made his voters guide for the household. My household is 10 votes, 10 JLP votes. He made the voters guide that my house got in green, but film picture with the X beside the X on it. And the 10 people in my house go vote for him. Time acknowledge them. Say them know them a JLP voter. He might ask them for them vote, but him put it in a green.
Somebody,
That
Liz,
was a
somebody said if you ask if you have vote Labour, but the person, Chad
no.
Wayne, well, I know Chad Wayne must not have been here when Liz said she not have vote at all. She said
No.
she wouldn't.
I will not vote Labour, but I will not vote for any rice candidate either. But I will
Liz,
never vote Labour. Never.
Liz and panel, diarted politics in Jamaica is not what it used. So many people have stopped bothering with diarted politics. Would you guys agree with that?
No.
I don't know. Me feel like the diarted politics. Most of the people in Jamaica wake up to the reality that listen, are the people them can do your work, and them you're supposed to support. Look what they do with Bunting. Dash him right.
I kind of agree with you that to some extent there are some change in moods. There are
Of
some change in
course.
moods and attitudes. I don't think it's a great big shift, but I think there are some change in moods and attitudes in specific places. Specific places. I wouldn't go as far as make the assumption that it's across the country, but there are specific moods and changes in some places because even in the local government election, it would have been unheard of for PNP people to go out in such droves and actually voted for a PNP councillor who just joined the Labour Party and vote for him on that Labour ticket. It would have
Them would have
been
cussed him like
unheard of.
dog.
Yeah, and they voted. They did went and vote for them. So there may be some change in moods, and you could be right in that respect. There
No,
are
but
some change in mood in
I
some
mean,
places.
you have some constituencies in Jamaica, across Jamaica, that will never change, both on both sides, right? But
Yeah.
there are so few of them these days. You could tell that there is a severe paradigm shift, and also you can see it in the apathy of the people from 2020.
no, Natalie, you mentioned Bunting, right? Peter Bunting did not understand and still doesn't. Peter Bunting is laser focused on being Prime Minister of Jamaica. Manchester produced two of Jamaica's greatest political sons, Norman Washington Manley and Peter David Phillips in Manchester. The Manchester people are very special. They are very, what you call it now, uppity. When Peter Bunting attacked a son of the soil, Peter David Phillips, in the way that he did, because almost every holiday, when he's here, Dr. Phillips is in the Manchester, in the countryside. When he attacked Peter David Phillips, the Manchester.
You call out to my niggle name, no, Liz?
All right. The people in a central Manchester thought Peter Burkett Bunting, a lesson. You don't do our son like that and get away with it. That was what it is all about. And them going to remove Brother Crawford.
We remove Rhoda Crawford and put who there?
Donovan Mitchell is running against her, the mayor of Manchester. A son of the soil also, who did not
Him not
support
gonna
Peter
beat.
Bunting.
I don't know if I'm going to beat Rhoda.
Well,
He might behave like you want to beat her to you.
eh?
He might behave like you want to beat her.
We're not depending on going in there.
May I get some information saying nah move like you want to win, but that's beside the point. That's for another conversation.
All right.
The amount of PNP and Labour right in a Manchester, in a central Manchester, is almost the same. It depends on who can motivate them people to come out. But Karen, that business about James out in a Westmoreland, I don't know to what extent whole heap of PNP came out. Remember I said the Labour Party he will never win by much when it was PNP, and he still never win by much when he turned Labour right. And the Labour Party have a strong
That means him get that means him get
He did get some
the
PNP
PNP
people
vote.
to cross
Yeah,
within.
him get the
Yes.
PNP
Yeah,
vote.
him get
Yeah,
some.
that's only him couldn't win if him never get no PNP vote. Him couldn't win.
Tell her
No, he would
Couldn't
have
again.
win
still
without the
short.
PNP.
If it was
Yeah,
only the
he are
Labour,
still
right? He
short.
would have short.
He
The
are still
only
short.
way the only way would have win is if the PNP people never go vote because them vex.
Yeah.
But
So
then
if
they
them if that, but they were saying that he's a good counselor and them the business and them are like Ian
that's
Eels
right.
because people hate Ian Eels. And those are the things that drove them. So when I say that there are some change in attitudes and movements in terms of how people conduct themselves in terms of their voting privileges, that's what I meant. In that
Well,
the overwhelming feeling is against. Remember, people don't vote for things and for people, People vote against things and against people. So that local government vote was against Ian Eels. And if James is the candidate for the JLP, that might prove a little bit insurmountable for Ian Eels. Because they
now in
don't
terms
like
of
it. It's a likability factor. That is what driving it.
Me that
That's what
love to see,
driving
me
it.
that love to see the
Yeah.
two man them. Me that love to see the two PNP councillor them now JLP councillors. Them are Ian Eels go. Me say I would have love. Me don't know. Me that is nice. The man where they
in
when he
terms of
Moreland. The man where they know when he Moreland. Him not really.
No, I'm not
I don't
ready.
think him a run back. I don't think him a
You
run
can't
back.
run back. You can't run
He
back.
only win because but hold on there now. A Western Westmoreland no, because said that Wickham Atney was a failure.
Yeah, we come at me was a failure.
So in beating fair and square, but the PNP people I'm still there. Now, in terms
What
of whether or not the
about
die-hearted,
No, Michelle, him beat him fair and square in so much as the PNP people didn't come out for Wickham. The PNP people upset
oh,
with Wickham, big, and we've been warning him for
okay.
years about it. So
And he
they
carry out
didn't come
fame
out for.
voters.
Yeah,
Now,
and the man wasn't coming out for Wickham.
in terms of the die-hearted business and whether it's dying out and all and kind of something, I can give you a little statistics. In 2007, the PNP and JLP got 400 and I think the JLP got 408,000, the PNP got 405,000, right? 3,000 vote differ. In 2011, the PNP got 60,000 more votes, 464,000, right? And the JLP lost, I think, about 4,000 votes. So they got about, I think, 406,000. By 2016, the people who voted for Portia are what we call swing voters. There are about 60,000 of them. Everybody else will vote a die-hard this and die-hard that. You take my word for it. By
No,
2016, that vote was
the swing voters stuck at about 14% of the voting public. That number, for
yep.
example, that what's his name have the Dan have in terms of people who are undecided. That number I think is 15 him have and 15 and 19 for one and 15 for one. That 15%
Well,
are the swing voters them. And the
I
swing
don't know
voters
what that
usually
translates to, but the
no, the
figures
swing
that we
voters,
had was 60,000.
no,
Well,
Michelle, no. The swing voters them always go for the challenger. But
ladies?
no, I'm not saying me. I'm merely making the point, Karen, that I have numbers, not percentage. What we have is
yeah.
60,000 people have voted for Portia in 2011. By
But that's a
2016,
different matter.
hold
Yeah.
on, let me
All
finish
right.
the point. I'm not finished the point yet.
All right.
By 2016, right, that 60,000 was split in two because 30,000 voted for the Labour Party, 30 plus thousand, and brought them up to 436,000, and Portia lost 30,000. So it was a split, right? And she ended up with 433,000. During the 2020 election, the Labour Party lost to 30,000 people who voted for them because them came back down to 408,000. But the PNP lost
Yeah.
100,000 votes.
What
The
about the
people don't normally
independent?
vote PNP. So it would suggest that the swing voters never voted at all.
Somebody in the
They
comments is
never supported the
asking.
PNP and they never support the JLP and they never come vote for the PNP at the end of them yard.
In
Okay.
2020. In 2020.
Yes. So the
Yeah,
swing
but that
voting
was the case.
population.
But that,
So the
yeah,
swing voting population is around 60,000. Everybody else
Michelle,
Can I ask a question here?
Michelle, both the
Yeah.
diehard based on the swing of the election in 2016, and yes, the people can always blame COVID and 2020. Let's be clear. Let me just make something clear to everybody. The diehard base for both parties are losing them diehard base. It's getting less. It's shrinking. In other words, those it, people who are dying, it's not renewing. It's not renewing that diehard base. So the young people or the new voters, they have not become no diehard base. The diehard base is shrinking. And the young people have not become any diehard base. Or the new voters. You don't have to call them young people. Because it's not all young people, not all new voters are young people. But the new voters are not diehard base. They are people who have been newly enumerated for one reason or another, and them come from particular communities and could be aligned to JLP communities or PNP communities. They're not a part of that diehard base. So the point I'm making is that swing voter number will always increase because both base of diehard is dying, it's shrinking. The man dying
All
hard
right. So
again.
the diehard, one more point.
People
So the
not dying hard is a vengeance.
Hold
Huh?
on,
So the
Gil is attack. Hold on, make Liz
Ah,
get a
no, no, but hold on, no, me and Michelle are answer. Yes, Michelle.
No, so just a second, Princess. So the diehard, those people who have to go out and vote, rain or shine, them they're dying out. But the point is,
They're
those who
shrinking.
are
They're
coming up,
shrinking. Yeah.
but those who are coming up, right? They're not diehard. But if them don't see what them want or whatever it is, them just will not vote. But them are gonna
Not
vote for a particular
necessarily.
party when them vote.
Not necessarily. Not
My
well,
question
Princess will soon give you a chance. Not necessarily, Michelle. Not necessarily. Not necessarily that vote. It's the same set of people, a good number of them, that gave Mr. Holness that victory in 2020. It's them same one came out in the local government elections. Not the diehard base. The GLP diehard base didn't budge, and the PNP diehard base didn't budge. It is the same set of people who neither die hard nor die hard fighting. No, or the next part, the die hard or die hard too. None of them. It's those set the same set of people that does the switch. Die hard, them not die hard. Them a go which way them feel like. It's them, you know. Remember the youth down a any park? Him come out at the polling station. I be stop him. I be say, what me gonna do it, man? Yeah, me gonna give him the vote, you know, me give my man the vote, you know. Me say, oh, you vote for the JLP. No, man, me gonna give the PNP man me vote. And them have to tell him, says, a woman. He man a die hard. It is
Him
not
not a
from the
vote.
base.
Yeah, but him a probably one of the swing.
No,
But no matter how you, Karen, no matter how you look at it, when them a vote, Karen, when
yeah,
they
he might vote against something. He might vote against something and against somebody.
yeah, but Karen, no matter how you look at it, when the people them who normally vote PNP, them either go vote or them don't vote. It's few people are going to switch and say them going to vote for this party or that party. Few.
Yeah, but if not normally vote,
one.
if not normally vote PNP, the majority of them that came out in the local government elections, they're not select them apart from a few places like St. Mary, because all the St. Mary numbers them line up with the numbers that the JLP got and the PNP got, and we see that it's the same set of people them that vote. But all across the country, all the other voters them that came out, every person you talk to them say, boy come out Karen, and whoop of people come out. But the regular them, we don't see the regular them. It's a group of people, the same group that voted in 2016, the same group that voted in 2020. Well, some of them not the same because some of them never eligible to vote in 2016. But it's the same group of people them swinging from one thing to the next.
No, we heard say young people come out, come save the day. No, that the woman they tell you. So the young people come out, come save the day.
Yes, they did.
No swing voter. The people in Canada yard. I just see young people then when they have no attachment to any party now, then can afford to vote this way and that way. But the one that we had the habit, it a go hard for them to break it.
What was the voter turnout 2020?
Michelle, bring up that now.
Sorry, no, 2016.
Michelle, bring up that information.
No, man, 2016. 2016, sorry.
2016.
Yeah.
Bring up the information, Michelle.
436,000,
No,
I
man.
think, for
Yeah,
Labour Party.
percentage.
It was a 40.
It was low. It was low.
What I'm saying, can I say?
Well, on the list. One of our subscriber member over here, this man I go say, what the panel over here is very sexist tonight because of all women up on the panel. Me put a link for the man come up here so coming at the thing and the man a talk about him afraid. And what kind of thing?
You afraid of woman?
Afraid
How
of
nice girls, man.
We are lovely people. We are lovely and nice people.
So a man brave if can come up here. So a man brave if can.
We are lovely people.
Natalie, ask the people. Hold on, the princess. 1 second. Ask the people in the audience. Hold on, no. Hold on. 1 second, princess. Ask the people, the people in the chat. How much of them ever vote PNP or how much of them ever vote Labour Party if them support the other party, and you will understand what go on. And I'm sure, and I'm sure many of them.
I wonder if you're gone.
All right, Natalie and Karen and Michelle, can I ask this?
There's a gentleman who join us up here, so just I'm gonna know.
Yeah. So the situation, let me repeat. Die-hard voters will never die. Okay? They will always be there. But
you agree.
Is there a situation? Is there a situation where the people, the quality of the voting has been growing because of the quality or the personalities of the leadership of both parties?
100%.
Is there a serious problem in terms of quality of leadership of both parties and the quality of the individuals coming to the people in constituencies? Is that a problem?
So you are agreeing. So you're agreeing that the electorate is not so diehard anymore.
Both parties.
I am not agreeing. I am saying diehard will never die. But
diehard is shrinking. Them shrinking. It's shrinking. That base is dying.
Let me hear what this gentleman
because the people decide so they don't support the party anymore because they're not getting what they need to get out of the politics from the parties. That's why them now
they become the danger for both parties. Because nobody can know them.
Ladies, let me just let this gentleman come weigh in on the question. Well, this
they're not going to vote for another party. They just don't vote.
Good
night.
Thank you for creating it and coming up here. Thank you.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah, what I'm saying, when Liz Karen,
introduce yourself to the people, there, my friend.
Peter speaking.
Who? Peter.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened? Karen, Michelle, and Liz, all of what they're saying, and I agree with what you're saying to Karen. What happened now? You have less dieted person now. Person back in this, who born in the 60s coming up, they are dieted. These person now, these youth now, who them take politics to a different level, is what you can do. They will come and say they're PNP or they're JLP, but what you can do, if they see you doing something good, they're gonna work with you. If you see you're not doing nothing, they're gonna go against you. So it's not diehard. They take taking the American and the English style now, where the Labour and the Conservative go out and vote against them one another. See, just like the Republican and the Democratic. See, Liz Cheney, them are ban Republican, and she come out, decide they're not gonna vote for Donald Trump, and they decide they're gonna vote for. They say they make sure make you know that they are not Democrat, but they just voting for the value what the lady bring. So that's how it goes. That's what these youth going with now. Some of them, as what I was listening to you earlier on,
what Andrew only so say what remember Natalie we were one sometime was saying Andrew too soft, staying down too soft and they stepping up on him. So he might have to step out of his comfort zone sometime because Darrell said to him, say, if you want to win election, you have to come out in your class and jeans as one of say, and come and go. They go fight. That's what they say. So you see, in with this thing now, as with Michelle, if you listen to Michelle Obama the other day, she's first time she would say when you go lower, you go high. But now she said when they go lower, you have to go lower than them. That's how politics going sometimes.
Personality is a matter of personality that is leading the Democrat, that is on the Democrat ticket. Liz Cheney, a diehard Republican. However, because of the person, it happened in 1972, Michael Manley got a tremendous amount of JLP voters, and they still love him up to today. So I am saying, you have agreed with me that it is diehard will always be there. However, the personalities leading right now in the two parties, plus the kind of personalities coming to the constituencies as candidates, is a turnoff for voters. So the apathy keeps growing. Nobody knows put that Buchanan.
As what Karen and Michelle was saying to you, as I saying, the diet is swinking, and I agree with them. The diet is swinking.
No, it's not.
I feel like say you see these traditional political parties, not just in Jamaica, the one them in the US too, and the one them over in England, as we're talking here. They have failed collectively to uphold the values that their parties were founded on. They failed to sustain and to replenish and renew. And that's why you see the fringe elements in the politics. The Boris Johnson, the Mark Golding, the Donald Trump. You see, it's like a global phenomenon where some of them people that them just come in. Them not have no talent, them not have nothing to tell the people, them not have nothing at all, but them come and the people them reject them. Me don't know what Trump go again.
A 34 convicted person. 34
and you know what the other thing too? I think people want to see more women coming into the politics for leadership.
Yes, Lisa.
But as you say, where Trump going, but then you look at it this way, the election shouldn't be so close because the people are still running behind him, same way became a base. And the thing that we do.
That's a very good
You're gonna be very surprised. I think that it's not gonna be as close as some people are. I think Trump is gonna get a wipeout this time.
I couldn't agree with you more. I don't think it is as close as the polls are saying.
But the good thing about it, I hear Hillary say something to a lady was talking on when OP them show, and the lady said, she said that Hillary said she was leading in the poll, and a lot of persons here said, "Oh, we never bother come out. We thought you would go and do it." But now when it's close like this will let the Democrat they go out because they don't want that.
Yeah, it's not close. It is not close, but people are around with that argument of the closeness of it. But I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close because it don't make no sense because Donald Trump have reached his threshold already, which is 48%. It just don't make no sense. These polls, them don't make no sense.
Karen, before I say something, 1 minute not before Karen, you said something earlier on, and I was texting to Natalie to say, but she never, because you're busy, she never really read it. You know that when you said Judas did betray Jesus, you know Judas never betrayed Jesus.
I will betray Jesus.
Listen why I said Judas never betrayed Jesus.
Mark, I'm bunted.
Listen, I don't know if you agree with me with this one. But what I'm saying, why I said Judas never betrayed Jesus. Remember, Jesus is God. Them said, right? He's God's son.
He's the son of God.
Remember, Jesus did tell Judas and he did tell Peter. He said, "One amongst me gonna deny me, and that person gonna sorry there." But that's what the Bible said. So if Jesus tell you and him is God and he tell you, say, one of deny him and you Peter or betray him on the code 3 times, him will come. Then tell me now if him can reverse that because he tell him that. So that was destined to happen.
All right,
Okay.
guys, we could give somebody named Val is on the platform. Introduce yourself and
Good night, Val.
open your mic, Val. Thank you guys for your
Hello. Good night, everyone.
good night.
I would like, yes, I was listening to the program and I'm listening, when Liz and Michelle was speaking about the diarrhea person. Michelle and Liz, I want to sorry to disappoint you, but Jamaicans, if not some, but most of Jamaicans are moving
We're not
away
hearing
from that.
anything.
Are you
You're not
not here?
hearing?
No, I am hearing you just
I'm
fine.
hearing.
All right.
I'm here.
If not most, I am a grown person. I am a grown person. I will
I
not
am
tell
not
you
hearing
my
nothing
house.
at all. I hear you, not hearing the person.
I'm so sorry you're not hearing because she's talking
I'm
directly to.
I'm
And I'm
hearing.
hearing. And I'm
Mute your
hearing.
mic. If you're not speaking, mute. I'm gonna mute as well, please.
Go ahead now, darling.
Yes.
Talk.
As I was saying, I am a grown person, moved from parish to parish, based on the job that I
Now let me
used to
come
do.
out because it look like something going wrong with me.
Based on the job that I used to do, I moved from parish to parish and within various communities. Now, people are moving away from diarrhea politics because what most people need is development and infrastructure, not only for themselves, but for their children and grandchildren. Right? And so far, when they track and look back on the opposition, right, as to development and infrastructure, they are not seeing it forthcoming. So and what you hear most of the youth saying that all their lives they have been ruled under PNP. They have never experienced another government to see what they have to come bring forth to the table. So hence they voted out PNP wide and square in the last general election. Now, when you look at Central Westmoreland, dominant PNP era, over 30 years, PNP hold that constituency. Once Central Westmoreland has ever gotten as a seat, and it was when PNP boycotted that election. I don't remember the year when Russell Hammond, I think, was I wouldn't even say elected because PNP boycotted the election that time, right? The other time where JLP won that election, street and lane, it was with not Dwayne, what George Wright. And why is it? People are tired, especially of the youth, the old politics. The PNP use a strategy, they neglect the people, they neglect them because they think that, oh, they control. And what I see with my eyes, day before the election, road in deplorable condition, day before election, you're going to bring mall to spread. People are tired of that. They're tired of that. They want
Natalie,
people
can
who
I
are
answer this
working.
person? Natalie, can I answer this person?
Speak to her. She can hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
First of all, your argument is very simplistic, although nothing's wrong with simplistic argument. No, as I said
Mute your
before,
mic. Mute if you're not speaking, please.
no, as I said before, die-cast people and die-hard people, voters will never die. However, there is a serious, it happened to Jamaica coming into the 72 election. And the people wanted somebody, and they were looking for like a Jesus coming out of the system. And so Michael Norman Manley emerged. The same thing is happening to us again. And the people are in a mood where they say, I do not want any more male leadership. because the male leadership is treacherous. The PNP lost in 2020. In particular, it started before 2020, but the PNP lost in 2020. 2020 was a direct hit by the right-wing capitalists who paid. They spent billions. They
Okay,
paid.
Liz, where are you going with this? Cause we don't want it too long.
No, me not. They
So just
paid.
tell her what you say about the she talking about the diet something.
Yeah, man. No, they paid. They created internal warfare inside the PNP on the PNP leadership, capitalist right-wing elements, capitalist with them funds. That is why now George Wright has gone five years inside Central Westmoreland. What is George Wright's achievements? So when you come talking about the PNP trick the people and putting, the government has gone 8+ years. And when the real PNP and the campaign, we are going to tell you what the government failure is, our failures are. We're going to point it out. 8.5+ years, and the main theme of the government of Jamaica, led by Andrew Michael Holness, has been road.
So Liz,
Can I answer Liz?
No,
Please.
no, Peter, let her answer.
Can I answer Liz? Liz, I lived in Westmoreland.
Yes.
And it's not just Westmoreland. Notice I say to you that based on my job, my occupation, I'm going to speak of, based on my occupation, I visit parish to parish, street and corners, right? And you have to listen to the people when they speak. This is a voice of the people, and I'm speaking on behalf of what the grown people are telling me. No, majority of the people who vote, who are they? Who are they that vote? No, what they
the seniors.
Not necessarily. The last election was not the seniors.
Oh.
No, I also was a preside. What I want you to know, I was also a presiding officer who worked in many elections. Who worked in many elections, right? So many of the PNP stronghold, they die out.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to say. Okay.
Let me finish. He said for George Wright, I can list things that I see with my eyes that George Wright has done that PNP never done. Right? And at this point, right? All right, I have seen with my eyes a road where there is a sea in the road, a sea where passengers living in the community, where now the then PNP member of parliament, parents is living. A sea is in the road where transportation have to leave people on the main and they have to find their way around. And there's not a day in Westmoreland when it rains. And George Wright, I see it with my eyes. Nobody tell me. Bring his personal equipment so that people could cross the sea, pump away the water, cut drain in his jacket. And few weeks after, it was asphalt and people could pass through, taxi could go through. And the then member of parliament, his parents is living there. When Roger Clark died, I'm going there, Liz. When Roger Clark died, the road was in so much deplorable condition that the PNP and their councillor hurriedly fixed the road so that you guys who were traveling from Kingston, let it seems like everything was good there to take Roger Clark to venture. They hurriedly.
The road I drove on to come to Roger's funeral was not already done. It was well paved.
Liz, I live there. Liz, I live there.
The road that George Wright did was slated.
Liz, what I was saying to the lady and to you.
Liz, I live there. I am telling you, I don't know hearsay because I don't talk hearsay.
Thank you
I talk
for the information, caller.
with what I see. Also in Manchester, because I've been in Manchester. You speak about Rhoda
in Manchester
and
last week. I was in
yes,
Manchester last
Hold
week.
on, the guys,
yeah, in Rhoda. Let me finish in
guys.
Rhoda. Rhoda
No,
cannot
no,
lose. The
no,
people
guys,
are having a issue with water, right?
guys.
And what Rhoda did was address that issue.
Thank you for the
What Rhoda
information,
did
Nicola.
was to address that issue. All right, now, thank you very much.
Yeah, I also agree that Rhoda is not gonna lose. Guys,
What I was saying
hold
to Liz, not
on.
what I was
No,
saying
no,
to Liz.
no, no, no. We have to leave it there. Sorry,
No,
please.
no, no, that's what I was saying. Okay, all right.
No,
If it's all
we have
right.
to leave it there. I want to show you guys what the CVM TV put up 3 hours ago. We have been on this program now 3 hours and 19 minutes, and look what them gonna do now. They posted this after we started the program. CVM TV. Are we currently?
Yeah, look on it.
You see what them post? Love-hate
Yeah, man.
relationship festers for gay community. And what them, you see me, I telling you, say them people are orchestrating some sitting in Jamaica. Where them
No,
want
it
to.
was on the news. It was on their 8 o'clock news about the gay community growing in strength. It was
Then
on their
Liz, sister,
No, read, no, Michelle. No. Read what I'm saying at the body of the thing. In 2006, Time magazine labeled Jamaica the most homophobic place on
No,
earth.
Karen,
But
I read it. I'm just questioning the timing that they put it out. I'm questioning the timing as couple of days ago. Yes, the Mark Gold and them got infiltrate the LGBT community. Now
oh,
them
that
this.
aspect, yeah.
Yes. But
Mhm.
diarted part, one of them there, we need to come back with some statistic, How can we get a poll when I want higher than on this, How can we get a poll
What?
done
So
to address?
this basically just kind of confirm what I was saying, that the community has more visibility under the JLP government than it has ever had.
So the diarted politics, me don't want to do the poll fine enough to say, because me, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
because I just say I think they are kind of dying out away from slowing down, not big margins as from 1980. If you remember 1980, same Westmoreland where the lady just was talking about. Remember Mr. Patterson lost his seat 1980 in Westmoreland.
He never lost his seat. He was not in the country.
He lost his seat 1980, man. He lost the seat 1980, Liz.
no, let me ask the JLP supporters them something.
He left Jamaica before the 80 election and did not come back to Jamaica until 88. He actually gave it up. He was
Let
not here.
me ask the JLP supporters them something before we log off here. So, how do you feel to see that in the 2020 general election, it is the lowest turnout we've had in history, really? So the argument that these ladies made earlier, that the JLP and the PNP have both lost support with their base. And is the government side doing anything to try to draw in back them base and the independent people and the PNP people to come vote and support them? Because it is worrying, to me, When you have a general election, 39%, I saw 39%, I think 39? How much? 37% of the people them
Okay.
come out collectively.
Natalie, what I think this election going to be the biggest turnout in Jamaican history. This one coming up.
Okay.
And the reason why I said this one going to be the biggest one, the biggest election turnout of people. You see, when person who going to believe what Mark Wallen say and who not going to believe, you're going to see how people going to come out with this type of thing, this election now. Because people going to see the work where the government do, and then the one them that's spreading, so they're going to come out, so they both of them going to come. That's why you see Darrell Bass tell the Prime Minister said, hit the road from now. We have 9 months, hit the road from now.
Well, you know what I would advise them to do? Do like what Michelle Obama is gonna do. On election day, they're going to have a party at the polls, meaning that we're gonna have drinks and food and ray and everybody's gonna come and party at the poll. So all who coming out to vote can come out to look to have a good time. Now me know so the risers them over here is gonna thief this idea and can't go give mark. But me telling you something, food can't trick Jamaica people them again a year. All right. So I want to thank everybody for their participation.
Okay.
Karen, Liz,
Yes, sir.
411, Peter, Miss Val, and everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This was a very good discussion.
Mark will be committed, so he won't be there for the general election.
Where's Liz?
Mark will be committed, so he won't be there for the general election.
Committed to what?
He has a
you.
You know, so the people them, I will not make the people them come back over here for come hear them and sing thing, I know. Because God Almighty knows to wanna behave badly earlier, I know. Talk it truth, Peter.
What did we do? We were doing.
Peter, them not go on bad earlier.
I was listening to them, man, but sorry you never put up the clips for them to join with them earlier. It was nice and interesting, man. Very interesting. 411, Liz, Karen, and you. It program was, you don't see how much person just liking up the show so fast, man. Meanwhile, it was there. So
Thank
it's
you
interesting.
so much. Me have to go make one man start company to help me control him because God Almighty know.
Because Liz is a real Liz, you know he's a real communist, Liz.
Communism is a good thing. It takes care of the community. That's all it means. I'm gonna use it as a look, Judas.
Judas. One come back here. No, man, I have to go get one man or two man to help me strangle one up here because God knows.
You know, you really love, you don't love the man them. Whichever two man you gonna get, you don't like them.
But you know, so just hey, but I just went along to come back. I saw the a clip, but I saw some more of the what Andrew Wone said, Natalie. And he actually said that he instructed his media communication people. For what? What I'm saying? To show the difference between the PNP and the JLP. Not just to talk about the good things what the JLP do, but for show the difference between the two parties. Talking about how PNP mash up Jamaica and how JLP build it. But we don't know about the strategy there. And the one where we suggested a bit the better one.
Make him stay.
The better one. I don't look like say Mark and Bunting are the enemy. Mark and Bunting are the enemy. And he would have want some PNP people to join with him now for get rid of them. I don't think that should be part of the argument. Now if you not get too many though, but you never can tell. At least we'll get some not to vote. When they point out what they do to the party.
Venetia, the list change over there. Better take Venetia and go on a road. I like Peter.
Yeah, that's true. But it look like them want to give it like Venetia run a seat, man. That them want to give her a good seat.
Then that not good, man. That is nice. But make we come back tomorrow. I had a good time. I hope everybody else did. So share the content, guys. Hit the like button and come back again.
You have to have the tree lady, the tree warrior, communist friendly.
Me not come back for you. I like no. Me not come back for you because me not like no.
Karen, man. I watch your show. I watch your show night time, you know, Karen. I watch 411, you know. Liz,
me not come on. Because me not like no. I like no.
We like you. We like you. We know our jokes. We like you. We like everybody. It was good, friend.
Yes.
All right, ladies.
Big up tomorrow. Thank you. And we never say to the guys, you can click off. Thank you.
Night.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. And guys, what I'm gonna say to close off the program. You see, the LGBT community, I just want to say this. Don't make Mark Golding them and this leadership in the PNP tricking up. Them people are fraud. Mark Golding them buy PNP for $10 million and all know the workers them at the party cannot get no money out of it. Them a scammer. Guys, don't make them trick you. Don't make them trick you. You see what happen? Them come out, come do what them do. And then now CVM now come and put up the LGBT flag and come exploit the people them. Guys, you see system never wrong. Exploitation. Organized exploitation. You see what I go on, don't it? All right. Tomorrow we finish talk. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your participation. Have a good night.
I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
It is a joining of the most formidable movement, political movement in Jamaica. This is the movement of the people of Jamaica.
To put our country first. Country first before party. Country first before political ambition.
Hey, move out my way.